Yo, what's the word, bro? Welcome back. Welcome to one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun. As long as we get back to the money, I'm your host. Listen, we got some fire topics for y'all tonight. We got a lot of topics for y'all tonight. But I'm going to be sure that we try our best to stay under the 3 hour mark, all right? So y'all come rock out with your boy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that bell notification, big dog. You feel me? So I want to go ahead and start with the local areas of today. My very own Arizona. This was sent to me by Unbiased Raw. Y'all know I Unbiased Raw from Banter and Barter. Shout out to the kid. He sent me this, and this was something that happened yesterday that we were supposed to talk about yesterday, but we just didn't have enough time. We had some other topics to talk about. So I said, you know what? I'll go ahead and talk about it on Wednesday's show. And so I'm going to bring this topic up first, and then we'll dive in. All right. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's rock out.
High school, where we have just learned that a fight has broken out and two people have been injured. These are two male students. We've just learned that one of those students was taken to the hospital. Actually, both of them were taken to two separate hospitals. One has life-threatening injuries. The other one has non-life-threatening injuries.
And so we are told by Phoenix Union High School District here that the school is on lockdown right now. Sky 12 over this school, as you can see right now, just to kind of figure out where students are gathering, if they are, where parents are, where police are at this time. We also have someone on the ground right now. Our Gabriela Becerra is there gathering more information, trying to figure out what exactly maybe could have prompted this fight. Also, what exactly is going on at this time, because as Tram mentioned, Gabby, as we bring you in here, we do know two of these boys, these students, are now in the hospital, and it started as some kind of fight. I mean, do we know what started this fight?
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite.
At this time, there's not a whole lot of information that's being shared with us. We are speaking with some parents out here who seem to have a little bit more information from their children, who are texting them from inside. But as you know, the school is on lockdown. Behind me, you can see pretty quiet out here. There's that security guard standing at the gate. We know a couple of parents have been trying to get in, trying to get their kids out of school, even though the district has told parents to not come onto campus, that it is an active lockdown. They did say that there is no active threat at this time. That fight seemed to be the only indication that anything was wrong. Still, these parents tell me that their children are texting them, telling them that they heard it could be a possible stabbing that happened here. The school district and police have yet to confirm that information. But a lot of nervous kids texting their parents, telling them that they're scared, they don't know what's going on. The parents did tell me that they heard the threat was isolated immediately, but they're hoping to get more information from the school district. And we did just confirm that this is an active, or it was a stabbing that happened here just a few hours ago. So we're working to get more information out here. Parents say they've been trying to call the district. They've been trying to speak with administration about what's happening out here. They did tell me that there are metal detectors at this school, so they don't know how any weapons could have been brought in. Again, those are things we're going to be working to figure out throughout the day, and we'll share those answers with you when we have them. Back to you guys.
All right, our Gabriela Becerra reporting live for us there as we are hearing Maryvale High School.
Here's my thing. We were all high school students at one point in our lives, right? We can all contest to that, right? What could it possibly be? What can warrant the fact that you need to bring a knife to school? What influence do you have that tells you, hey, listen, I'm gonna bring this knife and I'm finna stab the fuck out this nigga, bro? What's the point? Where your parents at, bro? Where the parents at? Now, I know I can't blame the parents for everything. You know, we can't be 100% on everything. You can't catch everything. I understand that. But coming from the time that I grew up in the 90s, right? So it just before shit started to go left, you know, with all these new kids, right? I came up in the early 90s, right? And growing up with two parents in the household, there was a level of fear. Fuck the police, the fuck everybody else on the outside. I was afraid of my parents. A healthy fear. Not this, oh, they would beat me, they need to be sent to jail. None of that shit. It was strictly discipline. It was like, look, bro, I'm not trying to get, at that time I was smaller. My dad was 6 foot 6'1", 200 something pounds. You think I want to get a spanking by that? Man, you crazy as hell. Then on top of that, your mom with the attitude, she didn't care about spanking you either. So you had a double whammy. So nowhere on this earth did I ever figure or believe that I need to carry a knife or bring a gun to school. What the fuck is going on? What is the issue out here? What is wrong? Are these kids that fucking soft? They can't fight? Because last time I checked, when I had a bully in school coming up, everybody done faced a bully at least one time in their fucking life. Or if you never faced a bully one time in your life, then you were the fucking bully, right? But at some point, you had to face that bully. My parents will always say, listen, if you got a bully at home, or if you got a bully at school, don't come back telling me that person still mess with you. You better come back telling me that you handled it and you solved that problem. Meaning, you better have faced adversity. And if that motherfucker touch you, you commit to whooping their ass. Simple as that. Don't come back snitching about some bully. You need to handle that. You need to face your fears or whatever the case, you need to handle it. And it got done. One way or the other, whether it was a fighting solution or it was a talking solution. One way or the other, it got handled. And it didn't happen again. But never in my life have I ever thought about bringing a gun, bringing a knife to school for any fucking reason. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these kids.
Is on lockdown after this incident that police, you were just able to tell us, have confirmed is a stabbing that happened in one of these classrooms between two students.
The main part here is we want to assure, because a lot of parents obviously very worried that everything is all right as far as safety is concerned.
And any other threats.
Exactly. School officials have said that there is no present danger and all other students and staff are safe. Again, Gabby just confirming, as well as Phoenix PD, they are saying that a stabbing took place. Phoenix Union High School officials say that this incident had happened inside a classroom. This entails 2 male students, both of whom were taken to 2 separate hospitals. One has life-threatening injuries. The other one does not. Yep. And again, that school still remains on lockdown. We just saw a Phoenix police cruiser go on to the campus.
Yeah, man, there were 2 kids in Arizona at Maryville High School. There was a stabbing situation that happened yesterday. And so I'm just covering it today. Was supposed to cover it yesterday. So that's what's going on right now.
Campus right now. We haven't seen a lot of police activity, however, from where she was standing.
From where she was standing, exactly. And as we mentioned, you know, there is no active threat going on at the school right now, even though it is still on lockdown, as police, of course, have to interview people who witnessed what happened, gather more evidence, and just kind of figure out how this all could have gotten started. And also how a weapon could have ended up on campus as well, with elevated security measures in place at Phoenix Union High School District, including at Maryville High School. We know they had implemented, metal detectors there. And so there's just a lot of questions right now how a weapon could have gotten on campus. Want to let parents know Phoenix police are requesting for parents to continue to follow school directions for the students.
I'm pretty sure they found a workaround to get that knife onto the campus. I'm 100% sure that shit ain't fail proof at all. That shit ain't fail proof. Just because you got a couple of metal detectors in certain areas, I'm pretty sure they know other places, other areas where they can get the knife in. They probably grab the knife, threw that shit somewhere where they know what somebody was gonna be. Then once they get inside, they go back and grab the fucking knife, put it in their backpack, and then they on their merry way. Many different ways to get the knife on. Like it's not something that's just impossible to do.
Release. I'm sure a lot of parents pretty nervous right now, just want to get in touch with their kids or maybe just get them home right now. Of course, students these days have phones. They're able to communicate with their parents, let them know they are okay. But unfortunately, 2 students now in separate hospitals, and one of them does have life life-threatening injuries after this fight broke out in a classroom.
We're showing you video right now from Sky 12. Again, this is happening at Maryvale High School, located near 59th Avenue and Osborne Road. Again, the school is still in lockdown, even though there is no present danger and all the students and staff are safe. Right now, for more insight on what exactly happens during a school lockdown, we want to bring in Jeff Hines. He's a retired Phoenix police commander. He's been with Phoenix Police.
Well, I want to stop right there because I just wanted to touch on it a little bit. At the end of the day, y'all need to pay attention to what y'all kids are doing. You need to start asking questions. Hey, how's school going? And I know how teenagers are. You know, again, I was a teenager before. You know, you get to that point of, I really don't want to talk. I don't want to ask about it. But if you know your kid, you know your kid. You know little signals that they give off when, you know, they may have gotten in trouble or something's wrong. They may have gotten, whatever the case may be, they always give these little signals off. They try to play it off. Because I used to be one of my biggest things used to be, if I got in trouble at school outside of the home, if I got in trouble and my parents didn't know about it, I would always take a nap. So that would be my dead giveaway. And I'm thinking I'm getting away with it because me, in my head, I'm trying to sleep the shit away. I'm trying to, you know what, man, I'm finna take a nap, bro. Nigga, these niggas about to call my parents. I'm about to get in trouble. I hope I can just sleep this shit off. Hopefully they forget, they ain't gonna call. Or maybe my parents don't show up like they normally do at home. And they come back a little later and they can call. I can be like, oh yeah, they ain't here. You know, or just don't answer the phone, whatever the case may be. If they try to leave a voicemail, you know, take the tape out and delete that motherfucker. Do whatever you can so you won't get in trouble, but it never happened. So when they'll come home, they'll say, well, what were you doing? I was taking a nap. What happened? Next thing you know, they get me. I'm like, man, I got in trouble today because of X, Y, and Z. I either get a spanking or I get a long-ass lecture, long-ass talking to. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, man, pay attention to your kids, bro. Like real talk, pay attention to your kids. You really need to, nobody said be their best friend. You need to be their parent. Stop trying to be your kid's best friend and stop letting your kids get away with shit. Teach them discipline, bro. Teach them character. Teach them how to not let so many different things get to them, bro. Because everybody gets so offended. Everybody's so quick to pick up a weapon and try to hurt somebody else. For what? For what? Because they said something to you? Because they took your little girlfriend that you was in love with, dog. It is what it is. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. But that's the icebreaker for you, bro. That's the ice. Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. Yo, so let's go ahead and get to this next topic, the main topic of tonight, because, you know, I don't want y'all to wait for too long before we can get into it. Amanda Seales, she has went on the show Jubilee, and she is debating 20 conservatives. So I want to go ahead and get into this video, and then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out, man.
Kane.
This is corn from Israel.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, you gotta go.
That's a choice that you are making for yourself.
Yes. The thing with the whole reparations thing, and I don't know, we're probably close to the same age, so maybe you can't call me.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
I'm 44.
Oh, really? Oh, you look young.
Thank you. That's what water and keeping stress out of your life will do.
Really? Mm-hmm. Liberal positions are real stressful.
By the way, I wouldn't know. I'm not a liberal. Carry on.
Well,
I'll say that's just genes, but
it's the liberal position, because conservatives believe in hard work. We believe in going to work and working for what you got, not asking for handouts from people who never had slaves. Some of the people that you're asking to for money from never had slaves. And let's talk about the fact there were also Black people that had slaves. So if you want to talk about that, how is that fair if I'm a white person and my family fall on the side of the Union Why should I have to pay for slaves when this whole country was never all racist? Some of the founding fathers were abolitionists, and they hated slavery, and they actually put things in the Declaration of Independence and things because they believed that there'll be a future where there would be a black president one day, or that there would be people in leadership that were black. There was people in the North who helped with the Underground Railroad and fought with the Union. So why is that fair for people who never had slaves, who fought against slavery, to have to pay for people that had slaves?
One, from my understanding, you are more interested in preserving the fairness of those who didn't have slaves than the fairness of those who are the descendants of slaves. That is priority to you than finding a fair way to accommodate those who have been the descendant of slaves.
Well, our ancestors wasn't asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity. And we have equal opportunity in this country. We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president and we had a black vice president. I mean, I think she was black. They said she was black. I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election in this country without white people. So Barack Obama is the product of white people. So let's get off this thing where, oh, America is so racist. What's making America so racist is people that continue to talk about racism and continue to focus on racism instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward. People that have this liberal mindset are infecting our communities, black people, and making us victims and not victors. I refuse to embrace a victim mentality, because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for. They fought for equal opportunity.
Before she goes, I just want to say this. Yes, I agree with him 100% in regards to we can't continue to keep being victims out here in this world. We aren't living 400 years ago. We aren't living 200 years ago. We aren't living in the past. Yes, can we acknowledge it? Absolutely. We can acknowledge what happened back then, but none of us, myself included, has never experienced anything remotely close to what used to happen back then. So I can't continue to live my life based off of what used to happen. I can have knowledge of it and understand what happened back then, but that does not have anything to do with today. I can still operate. I have the opportunity to do whatever the fuck it is I want to do. I have the opportunity to go and get whatever job that I want to get, as long as I have the proper skills and I fit the bill. And I fit the bill in order to get that fucking job. There is no amount of excuse. You have all the resources that you can possibly get. You got your phone, you got YouTube, you got all of these different platforms. You got books that you can still read. And guess what? You ain't even got to go to the library to read the book. You can get it through your goddamn phone. There's a lot of PDFs you can look up for any type of book or anything that you want to learn. And guess what? We got AI. You can use AI and leverage AI to help you learn different skills or learn different things, or what books you need to learn in order to adopt a certain said skill, whatever the case may be. So there is no excuse. It's just on you at this point. You just have to be curious enough to want to get out there and learn it. We can't blame the white man anymore. Nobody's oppressed out here. Real talk.
Harriet Tubman's name in vain, baby. Please.
Let's take the Lord's name in vain. Lord's name.
Harriet Tubman was literally saving her family and others from slavery.
Yeah. You know who helped her? White people.
You know who helped her?
They were on the Underground Railroad.
No. Who helped her?
Come on in.
You know who helped her?
God. And
people who benefit from white supremacy. One of the things
it's a lie. White supremacy is a lie.
No, sir, that's simply not true. If that were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power when they do not have the power.
Because their culture, black culture, is toxic. The black culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers in the black home. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
It's
not gonna work. No, it's a debate. Has to be in facts.
You're putting off emotional liberalism.
I am not putting off emotional liberalism. You're putting off unfounded lies based in conservatism.
Remember, they did the misinformation thing all summer, where everything conservative did. They said
you're carrying a chain around your neck
of
an apartheid nation.
So just for those of y'all who don't know what she's doing now, she hadn't given any point in the last 15 seconds. She hadn't given any point. All she's doing, she's making that homonym attack. She's attacking him, the necklace and everything that he's wearing. She's not making a point. All she's saying is, oh, well, you just giving out what we're not going to do is give out misinformation. Okay, so why didn't you correct the information that he said? Why didn't you correct it right then, there, and on the spot? Just because you see it from one angle, that doesn't mean that the other angle isn't true or whatever the case may be. So I can't sit up here and just let you just talk talking about misinformation, then you want to throw at homonym attacks because you don't know what the fuck to say. You ain't got a leg to stand on now.
That actively wants to harm Black people and non-Jewish people. But let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Selling Black people in Africa.
That was not happening in the context that you're saying.
And they were selling their own people. Black people still sell their own people today too.
I don't know if I'm gonna last.
We're selling our own people today too.
I don't know if I'm gonna last.
You probably won't last with me.
I won't, because your ignorance is so overwhelming.
So that's liberals. Y'all start name calling when y'all getting defeated in an argument.
You won't have an argument because you keep cutting me off.
Oh, well, that's fine. If they don't let me come back, I made my point.
You didn't make your point.
I made my point.
You haven't made your point. And let me just tell you about your point. You started off saying, we believe in hard work.
Yeah.
And we believe in being compensated.
Reparations is not, though. Reparations is not hard work. It's stealing. It's Robin Hood.
You said you believe in hard work.
Yes.
And you believe in being compensated for hard work.
Yes.
Were slaves compensated for their work?
They weren't compensated for their work. But why should people who are sitting at home playing video games, smoking marijuana,
are you sitting at home playing a video game? Are you sitting at home playing a video game?
The people that they wanted
Am
reparations
I sitting at home playing a video game? No.
And
I don't know who these people are that you're talking about, because the majority of the Black community is not sitting at home playing video games.
The majority of the Black community is doing a lot of things.
Where are you getting that statistic?
Pause. You've been voted out by the majority. Please return to your seat.
I knew I was going to be surrounded by ignorance, but damn, let's go.
Here's the thing about Amanda Seales, bro. This is the only way that she's going to be able to make her money. This is the only way that she'll be able to make her money, bro. She has a ton of liberal talking points. She claimed to be a radical, but she has a lot of liberal talking points. Everything that she's based her debate and argument on is what happened back then. Nothing of what's happening now, because see, what old buddy was talking about is what's going on now. She's living in the past. She's worried about what's going on in the past. He's focusing on today. That's why he say, hey, what about the kids today? They're playing video games. I mean, yeah, there are some playing video games, but now at this point, there are some who are actually making money doing the shit. So that's a whole different conversation for a whole different day, right? Smoking marijuana, and just like I said before, we have an unlimited amount of resources. And there are more and more millionaires being made, self-made millionaires being made today. There is this systemic racism. I'm going to be honest. From my point of view, I don't think it exists. I'm going to say I don't think it exists. I can be 100% wrong, but I don't see it. I don't see it. And it's not because it's not because I'm just so oblivious to what's going on out here in this world that I believe that there is no racist people. Yes, I know that there are racist people out here in the world, but I don't think it's at the level at which a lot of people try to portray it. Because let me go ahead and say it for the people in the back, Black people can be racist too. Y'all are some racist people too. Not all of y'all, but there are some of y'all who are racist too. Every race is racist at some. There, you got some racist people in your culture, whatever the case. You got some. Whether you want to agree with that or not, trust me, you do. And it's not only white people or anybody that's not Black that can be racist. Black people can be racist too. So I wanted to go ahead and put that out there. All right, but I want to go to this next video. Same thing. Amanda Seales, but she's having a debate with a different person. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I would actually argue that the Black working class is failing themselves. Wouldn't you agree that, in order to get a job, in order to qualify for a certain position and an education system at a job, wouldn't you argue that it should be based off of qualifications and not your race or identity?
I've never argued that. I've never argued that. That's not
I know that you were saying that you would argue that it should be equal, right? So you're saying that there should be Black Americans in education systems, in jobs, but wouldn't you argue that they should be qualified for those positions and not just placed there because of their skin color?
I've never disapproved that.
Okay, so that's
not what DEI is.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Well, I'm not talking about DEI right now. Well,
because you're suggesting that I suggested that somebody should get a job just because they're Black. And I've never asserted anything like that.
I mean, I understand that you may not say that exactly, but a lot of the things are, you know, they're pointing to that.
No, it's not pointing to that. And so that is that I need to clear this up because it's a really important point.
Okay.
We live in a nation that has actively pedestaled white people. Can we all agree on that? That we
in the past,
we can't.
in the past, not currently, but not currently.
So okay, fair. Okay, so how many Black people are part of this administration's cabinet?
I'm not sure. Can you tell me? Can you fill me in?
0. Who?
So seems like there may be a couple.
That's not a cabinet.
I don't know.
Scott Turner.
Okay.
So there are. So we got 2.
So there are.
So we got 2.
Can we also?
We got 2. So back to your point, DEI is about expanding.
Oh yes. Okay.
Not lowering credibility.
Okay.
So if we have a system that has very actively said these particular people are the best people simply because of their race, DEI said, or their gender.
Okay.
Because DEI mostly leveled up white women.
Okay. So it would be incorrect if it's, you know, if we're pointing toward this, you know, a majority of race is qualified because of the skin, the base of the skin.
Absolutely. Yeah. Whether they're white, Black. I mean, race is fake anyway.
Now, I do want to touch on a point that you did mention earlier, that you would argue that, you know, Black people have less opportunities in America. I do not agree with that. I have not had, you know,
first of all, you're a light-skinned woman.
And so are you.
Yes.
And you're doing great for yourself.
Yes. And
oh, here we go. Here we go.
Back the goddamn shit. I'm tired of this motherfucking shit.
Here we go. Here we go.
So colorism really does serve us.
I do want to say, why do you think that?
How does it serve? All right, maybe, bro. Maybe I'm far removed from the situation. Cause let's be. I don't think it's colorism. I just think it's attractive or not attractive. If you are an attractive individual and you carry yourself as such, you the likes of you getting that job may be a little bit higher than the person who really not well put together. And it doesn't matter your skin tone. If you have the skills, if you have the necessary skills, and you are the best for the job, and you just so happen to be attractive, no matter how dark your skin color is, or how light your skin color is, it is what it is. But yes, dude, sometimes if you got the skills and then on top of that, you're attractive, yeah, you might have the upper hand, and you should play, and you should honestly play that. You should play that to your leverage. Why the fuck not? Use that to your advantage. If you know that you are an attractive individual, you know that the eyes, people tell you that they're when they look at you, that you're easy on the eyes. Absolutely. Play to that. Play to that advantage. And then on top of that, show them that you have the skills and you deserve to be there, not just because, oh well, I'm just here just because of a pretty face. Nah, I actually get shit done. I make shit happen. That goes for male or female.
Is though, why do you think that? Do you think it's just based off the color of our skin, or do you think it's based off of the reputation that Black people make for themselves?
What reputation are Black people making for themselves?
What would you argue? Because I mean, when I look at
who makes the reputation for Black people,
let's look at music.
Black people make the reputation for themselves. Y'all see it in the news. Y'all see it on Instagram. Y'all see it on TikTok. Y'all see it on YouTube. They make the representation for themselves. You better not say what I'm thinking you about to say. You better not say it.
For example,
we already had this conversation with somebody else.
Well, we're gonna have it again. Most of the people that
are we?
Most of the people.
I'm gonna shut it down right now and let you know that the reality is that when you come to Black music, for you to say most of the people, you've already lost the argument.
Am I right?
There is no most of the people with Black people because you haven't heard of all of Black music.
Most of the music that is, let's say, maybe exalted or shown by the media, right?
And who controls those systems?
It defiles Black Americans. But who's putting it out there? We are Black. We're the ones putting it out there.
The distribution systems that are putting them out there are owned by white people.
Who listens to them? Because I can bet you most of my friends, my Black friends that are not conservative, they listen to that music that defiles their bodies.
You know who
talks
else
about Black on Black crime and
everybody else. But if we don't acknowledge that they are not in the same way pursuing white voices talking about the same thing, even though they are.
Hold the fuck up. See, this is the problem. This is the problem, bro. This is the fucking problem. Okay, and I'm gonna let it play the rest of the way up before I say something, right? You know what? I'll give it back.
Simply like to start at the branches of a tree and not at the root. We have to understand that the media is king. Okay, media is king,
and media does not favor conservatism. I can tell you that right now. I mean, look at the protests right now in Los Angeles.
Depending on who is in office, media does favor them.
Media we have Trump in office right now, and media is not favoring Trump at all.
Media is absolutely not favoring Trump in certain spaces. Because Trump is also not favoring that particular type of media, but it depends on the day. And we have to acknowledge that regardless of whether you talk conservatism or not, media has never favored Black people at any point.
All right, guys, that's
all right. So I want to touch bases on what the fuck she just said, right? In the music aspect, who pushes it out? Who pushes this shit out, right? We got to be honest with ourselves in this situation, because guess what? Guess what she's doing? Whether she knows it or not, she's blaming. She's blaming everybody else except the community, right? She's talking about, well, who's distributing, who's putting it out there. Just because you put it out there, that don't necessarily mean that you need to consume it. Just because it's out there, that don't necessarily mean you need to consume it. That's one. But for those people, myself included, who like to listen to music like that, I have the discernment and I understand that some of the shit that they say on there could be egregious. And I know damn well I'm not finna go and reenact this shit in real life. Nigga be bitching and shit. I bust a hoe up talking this shit. I bust a hoe down. I'm not living that kind of life, bro. I don't live in the hood. So I'm not gonna portray it. Yeah, would I listen to it 100%? Most Black people will, but a lot of Black people understand, like, look, bro, this is just music. This is just entertainment for me. Same as the white people. Shit, they listen to that shit all the time. When you ain't there, when Black people ain't around, they saying all bitches and niggas and hoes. Believe it or not, guarantee they saying it. Y'all remember the word? Y'all remember white chicks? You think that shit was just a parody? That's real fucking facts. Oh my nigga. So nobody's around. Well, shit, my nigga and my nigga for sure. That's how they be over there. They be saying all kinds of niggas and niggas. Do they mean it in the derogatory term as far as how they used to use it back in the day? Now they just sang in the song because that's what the fuck is. That's the lyrics. That's what it is. And so to sit up here and say that, oh, they're pushing it on us. It's everybody. It's your choice to consume it. And if you choose to consume it, you have to understand it's just entertainment. It's just entertainment. It's just music that you listen to. That don't mean you need to go and reenact what's going on in a music video. That's just like movies. They push movies out. Or you can just not listen to it at all, right? Just like they push many movies out on all of these streaming platforms, on the Netflixes, on the Primes, on the Paramounts, on the Hulus, on the Tubies, and all these different streaming platforms. They push all of this shit out. You have the choice to consume it or not. It's not the person. It's not the person's problem or the person's fault who's pushing the shit out. It's yours for consuming it. Why are we making this such a big deal? What up, Ash? What's good with it? Hey, I agree, but it's definitely in the Black community for colorism of light and dark. It did start with white people. There are still people who have privileges because they are white passing. It depends. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Ash. I gotta disagree. Because attractive is attractive. Attractive is attractive. Because we done seen some wombats that's light-skinned. We done seen some wombats that's white. And we done seen some wombats that's dark-skinned. We done seen a bunch of unattractive and attractive individuals of all skin tones. We done seen them all. But I mean, I guess I can concede to it though. I guess I can concede to it. But yeah, but as far as the music go, we have the choice to consume that type of music, and it's on us. It's not on the person who's pushing that shit out. You're not finna gaslight me with that. We can't deny that. Yes, attractive is attractive though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you are an attractive, no matter your skin tone, if you're super dark and you're attractive, shit, you gonna get it. If you're light skinned, you gonna get it, and you're attractive, you gonna get it. It don't matter. I think that colorism thing is more so in the community. We looked at it Black people as a whole, they looked at the color. They looked at it as an issue. Oh, you must got it like that because you're lighter complexion. And I just did a live stream on this with the whole Pam and the Martin situation, right? The Ari Lennox. And the topic was Ari Lennox was talking about how she felt some type of way because Martin was joking on her, but never went at Pam, never went at Gina like that. But most people who watched Martin growing up, they found Pam far more attractive than Gina. 1000%. Now, based off of the persona and who they were and the character that they played, more people looked at Gina because she was the more conservative type versus Pam. She had they portrayed her more in the ratchet character. Cool. But she still had her own thing going. She was out, she had her own job, she had her own place, she had her own career. She was a baddie. And she had the attitude, all the different things. And she snapped back, and she was snapping back at Martin too. So she was going joke for joke. But everybody saw Pam as the more attractive one more than anything versus Gina. So I mean, I guess it just depends. It just depends on the type of attractiveness. If you're super attractive, hey, look, you got to lead up on everybody. You got to lead up on everybody. It is what it is, no matter your skin tone. So, do I have another one? Nah, I don't think I have another one. I don't think I got another video play. Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. So let's keep this train moving. So I just got a video link from another YouTuber. I don't know if y'all know who he is now. His name is Bruiser. Mr. Darwin, shout out to him. He's doing amazing things over there on his channel. He sent me a link that he wanted me to react to, so I said I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely react to it, and then we're gonna get into it. We're gonna keep it pushing. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you comment and subscribe and share the live. Let's rock out.
But I'm saying if you are going to lead me in the ways, that means you need to have the mindset. That means you need to have the mentality, the emotions, the spirit, the energy, the physical. And that's why I said in the beginning, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. You cannot use 7 because that's how I measure success. It's not just about the money. If all you have is money, you're broke. And to a woman, if all you have is your body, you're broke too. Y'all deserve each other. That's the modern day woman I'm talking about. And the men, they deserve each other. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to lead this household, I don't want to have to slow down to let you pass me up.
If a man came along, whatever, let's say y'all both make $500K a year. A man comes along, he's making $70K. He got a business plan. He got a vision. He's working towards that day in and day out. And you would have to look up at him on all the intangibles. You may be looking down financially, but he got all the other intangibles in place. Does he get a chance?
No.
Do you put him on?
No.
Because in my mind, when you say 200, okay, she make it.
Okay, so hold up before they get into it. I want to respond to that. I remember seeing that video, and I agreed with Sarah. She has her preference on what type of man that she wants. If she's built herself up, if she's that type of woman that has built herself up and she deserves, keyword, she deserves that type of man. She's putting herself in places and put herself in a position to receive that kind of man. Do your thing. I don't necessarily think she was looking down on the men, but she's just saying that, no, that's just not for me. That's not what I want. I want a man who's making $500,000 or more, and that's in discussion. That's my preference. That's what I know that I can get. That's what I know that I deserve. Deserving meaning that she put forth the effort to get there. to receive that type of man, not just saying it just to be saying it. And she ain't doing no work. She ain't working on herself. She ain't talking about, oh, you just got to accept me for me. That ain't what that is. She put in the work to get to that position, and now she's able to receive that type of man. She's able to put herself in that place where she can be seen by these type of men. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I agree with her in that aspect. I don't see anything wrong with it. Real talk.
250K. If he's making 200K, like, to, you know, and some men, you know, some women, they're really good and they make this solid, steady income, but a man can get there and be lower than you and then surpass you as well. So there's a lot of things to think about that. But when you're dealing with a woman who's making $250,000 and a man who's making $70,000, that lets me know that she probably has more leadership abilities than he does. Because how is she
based on what?
No, let her finish. Because her business, if her business is more successful or she's more successful in her career, hence she's making way more money.
I agree.
In some area in her life, she is a much better leader financially than he is.
She's a better leader as an untrusted.
I'm saying, I mean, I would just assume it just seems like that's something that we could all agree. If a man is making $200,000 and another man is making $70,000, you're going to say that this man is probably a better leader in the financial realm. Can we agree on that?
No, you have to get more.
We can't agree on that. So if a man is making less than another man, the man that's making more is not more successful.
I'm trying to answer, but y'all keep saying let her finish. I just heard you say that twice already. Okay, so again, you have to give context. You cannot say that leadership associate with higher earning. If the man is let's just say a man is a software engineer starting out, and he's making $70,000 a year, $70,000 a year as a computer scientist, and a woman is an entrepreneur. She owns different properties or something. She's making $250,000. That does not equate to she has more leadership skills than him. It doesn't.
In that realm.
You have to break that down. All I'm saying is it's dangerous to run with that.
Yeah.
Without the context. Not dangerous. You have to.
It's not dangerous.
We can just fundamentally agree to disagree. This is just a
the way that she's trying to position it is that, well, she's a leader in that realm. No, you can't be. You're not a leader is a leader is a leader. That's what he is, regardless of, you may be better in this aspect, you may be better on this certain thing, but that doesn't make you a leader. It's just like sports. I like to revert back to sports. Just because you can dunk and do fucking windmills, that don't make you necessarily a leader. that doesn't make you a leader. Or I can revert to football. Yeah, I may be the quarterback, I may not be the fastest, or I may not be the strongest. But that does not make me not a leader. I'm still a leader. I'm the captain of this team. I run this shit. You can be the fastest all you want. You can be the strongest all you want, but I'm still the leader. I'm still the captain of this shit. I say what's going on this field. The coach put his trust in my hands, not yours. So yeah, cool. You making dough. That's dope. Do your thing. Hey, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. But that still don't make you a leader of anything.
Fundamental concept that you literally have to break.
But that's what I'm saying though. Actually, that's what you have to bring in the context though. We don't know what happened. We don't know how she got her bag. We don't know how he got her bag. We just know that she making $250,000. He making $70K. Right? There's some things that could have happened in between time that why he's only making $70K versus why she's making $250K. She may have looked up on the deal. Y'all remember that? You remember the conversation we had yesterday, right? In regards to luck and hard work. Sometimes luck happens. Sometimes it just happens. You just in the right place at the right time. The stars align. Is like, shit, I was able to get this deal. And then him, on the other hand, he's taking the slower approach. He's like, all right, look, I'm going to take the slower approach, but I know that this is a fail-proof system right here, the way that I'm taking it. I ain't going to get there as fast, but I know I'm going to get there. But it's the safer bet. And I know for sure it's fail proof and I'm going to get there. So that's what I'm saying. The context, there has to be context in that. She can't just say, oh, well, he's making 70,000. She's making 200K. And all of a sudden she's a leader now. She's a leader in that realm. Nah, no, she's not.
Break down to tie in How is she able to carry out tasks or whatever to deem her a better leader over a person who's carrying out similar tasks or even more harder tasks?
They're not similar tasks because she makes $500,000 a year versus $70,000 a year. They are not similar tasks, sir. They are not.
Okay. Well, my point is, Ayana, and I'm speaking to Ayana specifically. We already agreed to disagree on this, Mr. Lego. What I'm just trying to understand is, how are you drawing a parallel between a person's leadership skills and his earning levels versus the woman?
Okay, so I basically said in a certain realm, in the financial realm, she's a better leader.
Thank you.
How is it?
I'm not saying it's solely dependent on finance.
How is it not? She's just a higher earner.
That's it.
Why does it got to be conflated to? Oh, I'm a higher earner, so I'm a better leader.
From an entrepreneurial standpoint, how is she a better?
Everybody knows fucking entrepreneur.
As an entrepreneur,
she's working in an industry that pushes out more income, that rewards more for
exactly.
Your
that doesn't
she's
make
not
sense.
working in the industry. She's an entrepreneur.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Not working. None of them have jobs.
This is a matter of mathematics. That's what I'm arguing.
Here's an example, y'all, real quick. So let's say Sophie Rain. She's made $42 million in OnlyFans. Is she a better leader than a man who makes $2.5 million?
The girl from Shannon Sharp is a better leader. I guess she got 20 million.
Let me ask you: does that thesis still stand? Does that still make sense to you in that case?
I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking about.
Let her answer.
Go ahead. The OnlyFans goddess, the one who makes $42 million.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a better leader?
Okay.
Than a man who has his own construction company and makes $2 million a year instead?
Well, I never said it was solely dependent on that.
Wait.
But she's more successful.
That's all I was
more successful.
You're no. See. Here we go. We're going into those muddy waters. We're going into the muddy waters already. No, you can clearly see the difference between the two and what the industry pays. These chicks are making OnlyFans. These chicks are making OnlyFans money, right? A bunch of horny niggas, and I'm pretty sure there are some horny ass females too that are paying for their fucking their OnlyFans and they're making money off of that shit, right? You think that's a leader? You think that person right there? You're gonna look at that person, everybody that they just showed. You think those women are leaders just because they make more money? No. Mind you, take into consideration how they're getting the money, what they're doing to get the money. I'll give you an example for those of y'all who may understand, right? There's this thing in the military. Right? Where you don't get the same respect if you come out of college and you go straight into OCS to become an officer in the military versus going through basic training, going through the whole 10-week program, then going to going to the second part of it, and then going up the ranks, going all the way up to like a E4, E5, E6, and then decide to switch over to become an officer, then going to, switching over to the officer by going to OCS, completing that, and then becoming an officer. You get far more respect because you understand both sides versus just getting out of college and going to OCS. That's the comparison of coming out of college and going to officer school. That's like an OnlyFans chick. Nobody respects it. Cool, you making money off of it. Yeah, you got the badge. Don't nobody respect that. Nobody respects it. But they see you making dough off of it. They see you making bread. Versus the person who had to get it out the mud, they had to work their way up the ranks. They had to go through trials and tribulations. They had to do the networkers. They might have to do a little kiss ass and just a little bit, just to get it in the circles of the right people in order to befriend certain type of individuals that's going to put them in the position where they need to be to make that 2 million. You're going to respect that person far more than you will the OnlyFans chick, which in that instance, you can't say that this person who makes more money from OnlyFans is a leader because they make more money. That don't work. How do they know the business? An OnlyFans person don't know a business, but they make more money than the entrepreneur. But how do they know the business? They just understand that they just got to show their body. That the things that the things that they're doing that can't transition to anything else. What they're doing, it can't transition to anything else. That's why you look at that. Or I'm not sure exactly what Sarah Fontenot does for her entrepreneurship. I'm not sure exactly what she does, but we just use that as an example because they brought it up.
The 70,000 man. Can we do that, Trev?
No,
the OnlyFans woman
has
and then
to stand every category. So if you're saying it would have to,
because I would say that she is a better leader. Because
at
the end of the day,
as an OnlyFans woman, she's
yes,
better than a man who has built a construction company.
Regardless of
what, I love it.
Can y'all let me finish?
Stand on that? Is that your final answer?
Let him go. No, Trev, let him go on the record and say that. Say that again, Mr. Lego.
Yeah, I'll gladly say that. A woman that is on OnlyFans and made $42 million is a better leader than a man that makes $70,000. And here's the reason why.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll wait for y'all to finish.
You're getting clipped, bro. They're clipping this shit.
Oh my God, nigga, you about to go viral.
I don't care. I always go viral. First of all, that's nothing. So the reason why I say that is this. She found a way. Can y'all shut the hell up so I can finish? If y'all want to make this a clip, shut up. So here's the reason why I say this. She found a legal way to make $44 million. If you just think about this, how many humans on the face of the planet that have ever lived that can say that we're able to do that? They can't. I can't. So when you find something, no matter what it is, you can legally make $44 million a year. I need to see what you're doing. Now, I'm not.
No, man, fuck. See, this is why I can't trust Mr. Let Go, bro. It's skewed. It's skewed. When you talk about, because they're talking about OnlyFans now, it's skewed. There are going to be far more women that's going to make a ton of money. And mind you, let me go ahead and set the record straight. I don't care. I don't care for it. You know, I'm not hating off of it and nothing like that, but I'm just calling it for what it is. It's skewed. So yes, an average looking woman can go in there and show her body, go and show her butt, go in there and spread her cheeks open, and she gonna show some. And more niggas gonna start, more horny niggas gonna get on that bitch and they're gonna start paying for it because they want to see and they want to jack off. You get a couple of dudes, there may be a small fraction of men who can actually get on OnlyFans and make money from it. And I guarantee a lot of them who do make money from the shit, I guarantee a lot of the people who are paying for it are a part of the alphabet community or secretly want to be a part of it. So no, it does. That doesn't work, Mr. Lego. That does not work at all. It doesn't work in this aspect. Because what about a man who started a construction company, but right now he's making $80,000 a year from his construction company, but he started the business. It's his business. It's everything that he owns. He's running it, but he's making $80K right now. And you telling me that the person that's doing an OnlyFans, she's a leader? How? Because she knows how to take off her bra and pull down her panties and set the camera up and flick the beam? Is that what we considering a leader versus the person who actually went, even though it's legal, right? Even though it's legal, but it doesn't take a lot of work to do that. It just takes a lot of consistency of posting. That's what that is. It takes a lot of consistency of posting and getting people over there. So all you have to do is be mildly attractive, and then you're gonna get some horny man that's gonna be in your DMs. Oh damn, babe, I want to take care of you. Look, I'm gonna send you some bread. That's why they got all these fucking websites, all these different websites where they got these sugar daddies where you don't have to do anything, and these niggas are paying these girls an egregious amount of money just for pictures. Come on, man. I'm
not gonna get on OnlyFans and start shaking my ass as a man, but I actually do want to find out how you did it, because to make that much money on OnlyFans, you are an outlier. Are you finer, or did you do something on the back end that made it work? Because the back end side,
something on the back end.
Thank you, Trev. It's the back end side and not your back end. You putting your ass up on OnlyFans it's not making you $44 million a year. It's the back end. What are you doing? It's the business model that would make you a leader. Damn, how did you do it? Because the average person on OnlyFans did not or cannot make that. So yes, you are a leader, a better leader than the rest of us, because you are doing something in the back office that the rest of us can learn from, whether it's OnlyFans or whether it's Amazon or whether it's social media. What the fuck are you doing to do that? Because I want to do it too. Lead me, please. You will be my fucking leader.
Pause.
I got one more. I got one thing to say.
No, it ain't no pause.
Hold on, Trey.
OnlyFans girl.
Not want to do what Sophie Rain was doing.
And I finish. OnlyFans
Nigga,
girl
you've
that
been
makes
going on the diatribe.
$44 million a
Land
year.
the plane.
Please come be my fucking leader so I can put some bitches on OnlyFans so they can do the same shit.
Okay. The only thing I want to say to this, this reckless statement is that you said she made fun.
You're calling my statement reckless?
I didn't say your thinking was reckless.
Trevor, didn't he say the same shit to me when I
didn't
said
say
what
your
he
thinking?
said?
You said my ignorant thinking. I said your statement was reckless. I didn't attack you personally. I said the statement. So Trev,
but again, no, but see that proves my point that proves my point right there, Raw. Who's running it? She not running it. So therefore, how can she be the leader when she's not even running it herself? That's the point that I'm making. So can we really trust that as a leader? No, just because the money's there, that don't necessarily mean you the leader. If you go to her and ask her, listen, how can I apply what you're applying for your OnlyFans? How can I apply that to this other business over here? How can I do that? Guarantee you she wouldn't know. Because it ain't a one size fit all situation. What she does to get promoted, what she does to get all these different followers and subscribers on her OnlyFans is probably not going to work for a different business model. Guarantee it. So just by you saying that she got dudes running their DMs, that right there alone proves everything. And I'm pretty sure there's more than just running the DMs. They're doing everything else. They're taking the pictures, they're setting the camera up for, they're doing a lot of different other things on the back end to help her. So can I really trust her judgment? Nah, I couldn't.
Said if the woman made $40 million, I would grant Mr. Lego the argument that she's a better leader. If and only you keep interrupting. He's doing it again. It's a psychological tactic. It is a tactic, it's a pattern. You're interrupting in the middle of context. If and only if, I would say that woman is a better leader if and only if she trained 40 women to the point to where they all made each $1 million. That is where I would say, yeah, she's a good leader. But that is not the case.
I'm gonna read the super chat.
She wasn't able to convey or instruct or give any education or any tools. I'm telling you right now, I'm going on the record to say she did not give 40 women tools to go and make each $1 million.
She didn't.
Can I say one thing, Darwin?
I'm familiar with.
And I'll drop my mic.
Hold on, Trev, I just want to say one thing. Can she put together a course that would show all those women how she made $40-some million in 1 year? Just a question.
Black China tried.
Yeah. So what happens is I'm gonna say it's extremely unlikely because those situations are one-offs. You can she probably could definitely put somebody on game and help them.
Hold on. You just said something that there's something going on in the back office. We don't know.
Oh yeah, she got a team.
There's
she got
something.
A team.
So what I'm saying is, can that be packaged that would teach other people to do the same thing? Whether it turns into $40 million a year, it's not the point. The conversation is not about the 40 million. The conversation is, can an OnlyFans outlier be a better leader than a man that makes $70,000 a year? And y'all are circumventing the conversation. Thank you. Stop trying to circumvent the fucking conversation. Can this person be a better leader than this person? The answer is yes.
No, that no, it ain't just yes, because you got to add the context to it, Mr. Let Go. You want to be right so motherfucking bad. No, what? No, there has to be context behind it. That's why you can't just outright say yes. You can't just say yes. You can't. No, because there's context behind it. When you talk about OnlyFans, there's a lot more shit that's going on the back end than what you know. Just like in the corn industry, there's a lot more shit going on the back end than what you see on Instagram and what you see on fucking TikTok and all these other platforms. There's other people. This person ain't doing it by themselves. They got a team of people that is doing this shit. You got a cameraman. You got people who are posting this shit. You got people who are clipping this shit. You got people who are doing all these different things to make that fucking content. So no, you can't sit up here and say that can she? No. Unless just like Darwin just said, the only way that can be possible is if she's doing every single thing behind the scene. She's setting up the camera. She's the one posting it. She's the one being consistent. She's the one putting the captions and the hashtags. She's the one that's promoting her shit. She's the one that's doing all of this shit. If she's the one doing that, then yes, I will concede to that. If and only if that is the case. If it's not the case, no, then it's a no. It's 100% no. But what that person can teach is, again, like I said before, it may not be able to be transferable skill into other things. May or may not be, depending on what it is. But again, just like what Darwin said, if that specific woman can teach other women, 40 women, to get the same amount of money or more, then we'll have a different discussion. But until that happens, no, it ain't happening.
You see the play they had? He changed it. He said, can she be a leader? But beforehand, they were saying she is a better leader.
Listen,
stand on that then. Don't say can she, say she is. Don't run away from it.
People into a corner, pause, against their flawed logic, and people will say the most egregious things to stand on that flawed logic. And I think this is a perfect example of us witnessing that happen.
Educational
and in
example.
Retrospect, after the clippings, I think you may want to retract.
Hold on, Trevor. Another example. Why?
Well, you gotta let me ask the question. I won't ask you. You don't want me to ask you.
Question.
Well,
Why?
Mr. Let Go, how you gonna get mad when people interrupt you, but yet here you go, you interrupting people while they're talking, bro? Shut the fuck up, bro. Real talk. Shut up. Close your mouth for a second.
Let me ask Trav a question then, since you don't want me to ask you. Trav, now that we got the understanding on the leadership thing, well, we don't necessarily have to agree that earning potential or salary level equates to leadership, because I had a whole nother video I was going to do on that. But are you all the same sentiment as me, as earning level and salary or income level is a matter of the work you're compensated for. It doesn't necessarily mean you're a leader. You can actually be a superior to a leader, but you have a high earning level. That doesn't make you a leader. That just means you have high ambition or you're a go-getter. It doesn't mean that you can lead a group. There's context, and they didn't do that on that particular show. There's a difference between, because I was in the military. Leadership is not, I make more. Leadership is, am I able to convey practical steps or comprehensive
That's why that was
journey
the first example
to
I
get a
brought up.
Specific mission completed or outcome on a mass of people.
Fact.
But what they did on that show was very dangerous. They redefined leadership for ambition in earning, which is wrong. And I don't know why nobody caught that, but they let it play out. And I'm just asking. I think everybody should care about that.
Okay. I think Mr. Let Go got a thing for Sarah 5'9". I think he got a thing for, because he protected her to the ends, boy. He protecting her to the ends of time. He is. Mr. Let Go don't want to be, when he defending the women, that nigga will die on that hill. Even if he wrong 100 times over, he will die on the fucking hill. 1000%.
So Darwin, check this out.
Ain't you supposed to be a masculine man, bro? Aren't you? Isn't that what you supposed to be, Mr. Let Go, Mr. Red Pill? Ain't that what you supposed to be? Why you can't just have a conversation? Why you just sitting there interrupting people when people trying to get their point across? You, oh man, who cares? Who cares? All these different antics, bro, because you know you're wrong. That's typically what happens when you're wrong. You start to do all these different antics. You start to interrupt people a lot when you know you're wrong.
If we were to say that it's versus money makes you a better leader, then we would have to trash the entire feminist argument about equal pay, because if I get paid more, then I'm just better. Or we understand that some people have different opportunities, whether it be favoritism.
But how is she a leader though? Who did she? How is she a leader though, Rob? Who did she teach? What women did she teach the game? Did she teach some women the game? I mean, if she did, then I mean, hey, she could be a leader in that field.
Racism, it could be a whole bunch of different things. It doesn't necessarily make you better. And that's another reason why I brought up the OF girl, because I certainly don't respect that hustle. And because she made $42 million a year, I don't think that she's better than somebody as a leader, as somebody I would rather her lead my family than somebody who built a construction business that's getting $2 million a year. I would absolutely rather the construction worker to be a leader versus that particular OF girl.
Absolutely.
So absolutely, I don't think that they equate as far as.
And I agree with that. I agree with that.
Do you guys remember?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I mean, I guess you can say, depending on the industry, depending on what they're doing, it can be seen as a leader. But I think they're trying to separate the two. I think a leader is a leader, regardless of the amount of money that they make. You are a leader. Because I think they are getting mixed up what a leader actually is. We talking about leadership. We ain't talking about who make more money. Cool, you lead in that aspect, but you suck everywhere else. How does that make you a leader? Right? So I guess you have to go into the context of what are you talking about when you say leader? Are you talking about just leader, just as in I'm number one in making money, so that way I'm ahead of everybody type of leader? Or are you talking about somebody that's going to guide you to a different direction, that's going to put you on a path to greatness, and that's going to help you be successful in life? Is that what you're talking about as a leader? So I think when you give the context and what you mean by leader, then you can have a better discussion. Let's see, just because you may have a higher salary, it just means you got a high paying job does not equate to greatly. Exactly. That's exactly the point. There's many jobs where you got a lot of people that make more money because of the type of industry that they're in, but that don't necessarily make them a leader. So I'll give you an example. You can be a person that's making $90,000 a year and you're a manager. You're a manager for a company, but the person that you're with, they make $150,000 a year, but they're just a regular employee, and they working on the base salary. They working on the bare minimum salary. They're working on the base salary. So who's the fucking leader? The $90,000 a year, right? Because he's a manager. He understands what it means to work with several different people and manage several different people at a time and different emotions at a different time. So you see what I'm saying? The money don't equate to leadership at all. It can't, because if money has to equate to a leadership, then that means the OnlyFans chicks has to be leaders, but they aren't. So yeah, bro. Like I agree with Darwin on that, bro. I agree with Darwin on that. Shout out to him. Shout out to him on the clip. I appreciate him sending me that. Telling me he gonna have to send me more. Man. Let's get into these super chats.
Dive into the Courtnee Edgar Show super chats.
Man, shout out to Zyrax for the 3-ball dog. I appreciate you. Look, let me say this right now. Let me set the record right now for everybody. Look, I would never beg for a super chat. I would never beg for money. It's always appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Your boy just getting monetized, so it is a dope thing. You know, it's dope to see that people actually rock with you. You know, people supporting the channel. That's what's up, and I appreciate you, Zyrax. I do, 100%. It doesn't go It doesn't go unnoticed at all. You feel me? So I appreciate you. So look, man, let's go to this next topic. Let's go ahead. Let's keep this train moving, dog. Let's keep the train moving. So I want to go over to this next topic. I don't remember if y'all remember 8 at the Table, you know, where they have a lot of conversation where you had what's his name? Honcho. I think that was his name, Honcho, something like that. But it's not even him, but it's the 2 females, you know, the two short-haired chicks. I ain't gonna clown them. 2 short-headed chicks, they're talking about today's struggle versus slavery back in the day. So it kind of treated my interest a little bit, and I want to hear what they got to say in regards to it and the topic in itself. So yeah, let's rock out. I want to hear it. And this is my first time listening to it, y'all. So bear with me on this.
Whatever we're going through right now is not that bad.
My very, very, very worst day. I always tell people I'm not in a field picking cotton. I wasn't forced to have a baby and go back to work in the field. I get real literal and I say, whatever I am bearing, it's not even close. There is no pity party, no complaining here, because in the scheme of things, even in the worst scenarios that I have been in, and there have been some tough ones, it was better than that.
And her saying that is sort of compares like, oh, the bottom, like the floor is like being a slave. You know what I mean? And so comparing whether your life is good or whether you have opportunities or whether things are fair is like all those things you compare it to being a slave. And I actually don't think that's fair, because I don't know. It's hard for me to say it without like using cuss words, but it's hard, like comparing, like making the floor to your life today in 2025, comparing that to like the slavery of our ancestors, whether they be in Trinidad, in Jamaica, in Haiti, here in America, wherever they were, because we all came from the same place, you know, whether you were an African here, you know, initially or not. I understand what she's saying, because it helps you to be grateful. And I also, because when I pray, I always say like, God, give me the mental fortitude or the mental like capacity and stability like of my ancestors. Give me the wherewithal to like see things through like my ancestors did. I always pray that, because but for them there would be no me, there would be no you, there'd be no us. So I'm just when I'm being grateful and I pray, I always say that kind of stuff. But I don't think comparing our lives today and the struggles that we have today should be compared to being a slave or being an enslaved person.
I agree with that.
And like I sent that out to like my group chat, to my line sisters, whatever, because I really wanted to know what other people thought, just to kind of check what I was thinking. You know, like maybe I'm
bugging.
Yeah, or maybe I'm not right. I'm in first and foremost, Medley Hobson, rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So whatever decisions she's making where they may be hard, you know, it's not anywhere close to what anybody in this room, and everybody in this room got money. So let's not be fake about that. All right. So it's not anything close to what we're deciding, you know? And so for her to make the comparison, I felt like it was kind of disingenuous, but I also understand the comparison because it helps you to be grateful about what we have, about what our people have, you know, whether you're not indigenous, whether you were here as an enslaved person or whatever, or whether you're an immigrant and your family has like made something here. I think it helps you to be grateful about.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet
we
Base
gotta
44.
get this up. We gotta get the premium.
What our predecessors, what our family has done before us.
I think that was her only intention, was to help us to be grateful. But the message coming from her, I think also
yes,
kind of, you know, gave you the feeling that it gave you.
Yeah.
And had it been
anybody else,
random TikToker,
yeah,
random girl on the internet, it would have been like, Maybe we should be grateful because time sure did change.
I mean, like real talk, like I literally went through the whole, like, you know, when if you think linearly, I know everyone doesn't think linearly, but like I went through that whole like line of thought. I was like, you know what? That's a good thing to think. But then I was like, the fuck? You comparing this to slavery? Like that's 400 whatever something years ago. And there's been so many things that have changed, but again, there's so many things that have not changed.
Yeah.
And that's what I like typed out to my line sisters. I was like, what she's saying is like a comparison to a time when we were actually in chains, right? Whether you were in the United States, whether you were in a Caribbean country, whatever, minus Haiti. Sorry, I know y'all like to.
Yeah, that's literally when we had no power.
Right, but what I'm saying is that the chains have been replaced with policies. They've been replaced with institutional policies that keep us where we are and where only a few of us can go from the bottom up.
Nope, I disagree. I disagree 100%. No. It's your mental. It's that mental wiring that's up here in your brain. It ain't got shit to do with policies. It ain't got shit to do with Trump. It ain't got shit to do with the white man. It ain't got shit to do with nothing. It's all in the community. It's all in the black community. It's all in the black community. Is why a lot of people, why more aren't more successful than what they should be. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stat. When you come across 10 bands, let me ask y'all a question, chat. Let me ask y'all a question. Let's just say you get lucky. You come across 50 bands. You come across 50 bands. You ain't never had 50 bands in your life. You never even smelt. You never even gotten close to 50 bands in your life. And you come up on 50 bands legally. You come up on 50 bands legally. What you doing with that money? Be real. Be honest. Be honest. Don't try to be politically correct. Be honest. What would you do with that 50K? What's the first thing you do? I'm going to keep playing, but y'all tell me, what would you do with 50K? Joe said, depending on the business, a team needed for, let me see what you said. Depending on the business, a team is needed for a successful business, and it's the leader who motivates, guides, and inspires other for the common goal. I agree with you, Joe, 100%. But those OnlyFans definitely ain't doing that. They ain't inspiring. They're not inspiring. They ain't guiding. They ain't motivating. That's for sure. But I definitely agree with you. So yeah, I'm a matter of fact, let me pose it right now. Give me a second. Jesus. All right, I just put it in the chat. If you come across $50,000, what's the first thing you're doing with it? I put it in the chat. Y'all let me know.
Certainly psychological manipulation. Think about it. Like all the fucking like Union, is it the Confederate statues or whatever? You know the reason why they had those things? It was literally to like intimidate people. Not people. To intimidate freed slaves to like stay in line. And to show like where you're nothing. This is who we, exalt, and this is what it is. So I totally understand what she's saying, because I think it does teach you gratefulness. The other side, it's really hard for me to
I woke up at 5 a.m. for 365 days in a row, and I'll never do it again. The idea of waking up at 5 a.m. to take more control of your life.
Can I ask you a question to Amanda's, like what Amanda was saying? Do you think because she's married to George, talking George like I know him,
Mr. Lucas.
George Lucas. He's like, girl. Like, do you think because and he's a white man, right? Do you think that makes a difference?
The point I was making was that she has money. That she's
but that too. Right.
Well, yeah, she is. Well, I don't know if she grew up privileged, but she is privileged. She is privileged, and she's doing well for herself because of because of who her man is, Mr.
No. Independently wealthy. Yeah, independently wealthy.
You see, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, rich couple. It didn't even have anything to do about her being married to a white man because I don't know their couple. I just learned about this man 2 minutes ago.
2 seconds.
Right. So no, it didn't have anything to do about that. But if she's someone that is very well off and does very well for herself, that I think that the message would kind of be like,
trust me, when you said that, it made total sense to me because I wouldn't have even.
Okay, so look, let me stop it right there because this is still attached to what this conversation is. It's a video that we watched yesterday on Banter and Barter. Shout out to the squad. But it kind of ties into this as well. So I want to go over to this, and then I'll go ahead and get my thoughts on it. All right, so let me go ahead and flip over real quick.
Have plenty, the billionaires around the world. I mean, that typically by the third generation in families, wealth disappears. So like, whoever's on top, they eventually is going to go down versus there is always an opportunity for people to go up. And so again, if they believe in
the question that was posed is, there are institutional and systemic barriers that prevent some people from becoming successful. All right. So just so that way y'all understand the question. Y'all understand what the question is. All right. So let's go ahead.
In families, wealth disappears. So like, whoever's on top, they eventually is going to go down versus there is always an opportunity for people to go up. And so again, if they believe in evolution, in this case, survival of the fittest, people are going to succeed.
Like think about elite universities as like a gateway to better life, and I have lots of friends who went to Ivy League schools that didn't, let's just say they went to got in and that they didn't have from the right family, the family their father went there or something, and they're moving that away. They're starting to remove that at Stanford and the other schools to give more opportunities to other people, which is a step in the right direction, right? To your point, like we can do things.
Yeah, but those schools are $100,000 a year, like USC or something, and so the opportunity still isn't there. Right. Whatever it is that they're doing, right?
I think it goes way deeper than that. I think that the limitations that are put on us are a result of choices before. It's a very slow and patient game. I mean, the people from the Reagan administration and the war on drugs that took the fathers out the homes, that made the moms single parents, who had the kids on the streets, like we're treading just to trying to keep up, so many systematic things have been put in place that affect us years later, that Ivy League school, like we're just trying to like get out of poverty, or we're just trying to graduate school. I just think it's a slow, intentional on how they put these barriers in, and we are fighting the results of that. So I can't even think about Ivy League school. It's,
I was just giving it as an example of like going.
But let's be honest though. Do you need to go? Let's be 100% honest, man. A lot of people go to these big, huge schools just because of the name. You can attain the same type of degree at a smaller school. You can go to a JUCO and you can get all the basic shit that you need to get out the way. You can learn whatever skill that you need to learn. Fam, you don't even got to go to college at this point. They got courses and shit online that you can take. And you can, because what's the ultimate goal? Let's be 100% transparent and let's be 100% honest. What's the real reason you go to school for? You go to school because you think that degree is going to make you more money when you get out of school. Am I right or wrong? That's why most people go to college, because they think that that's going to give you the upper hand on when you get out here into this world, that is going to make you more money. That's going to put you ahead of everybody who didn't go to college or put you ahead of anybody who went to JUCO or anybody who took courses. Nope, that ain't the case no more. That shit don't mean nothing no more. Your bachelor's degree is just as good as a diploma. Just as good as a diploma. Unless you decide that, you know what, I'm going into college for a specific study that I have to be in college in order to attain it. You know, doctor, lawyer, what's another thing that you got to go to college for in order? You have to go through college in order to even get a license for it. I know doctor, lawyer, and whatever else it is. But other than that, bro, you can find this shit online. If you want to get into tech, software engineering, guess what? They got courses online that you can take. Now, some people will say, look, you should go to college for it. Excuse me, there you go. Yeah, engineering. Good call, engineering. So those are things that you got to go to college for. If you're not going to college for those three things, hey, bro, there's many other things that you can go. You can go to trade school, because mind you, electricians, HVAC, welding, all those different things, they make a lot of money. They make good money. Then they eventually end up owning their own businesses too. Once they become an apprentice, they work a couple of years, they get the they pretty much get the ground scheme of things, they get the business structure, they understand it, and they make their own business. And they have their own electrician company, or they have their own HVAC company, or they have their own welding company, or they start welding different shit and they make money on the side. So, I mean, that's what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. And Nala says she's Jasmine Crackhead 2.0, screaming, yelling over them crack. They speaking facts and calls them manipulating and threatening to rage quit like most Democratic politicians. When the going gets tough, they run. That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree 100%.
Trying to make it where there's more opportunity, because that is a place where then it can give you more opportunity. And that's just one example. I mean, in general, the people if they're people who have power, or like, it's easier to go up knowing somebody versus here's my resume. If it's my resume and your resume, the same thing, right? We have the exact same resume, but I know the guy, I'm going to get the job, like if it's just same. And like, that's just kind of what I'm trying to say, is that like
that's a privilege.
It's just luck.
Yeah,
no, it's a privilege. It's an institutionalized
and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with privilege.
Privilege is luck.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't deserve anything. Isn't that what privilege is? Like, you're saying you didn't deserve to have that advantage, in essence? I just think of it as luck.
It's not necessarily a thing about deserving this. It's more so about this thing about an inherent advantage that you have been able to have.
Yeah, but why though?
Because of us operating in systemic and institutional barriers.
A system that kept you privileged.
Right.
But again, I didn't choose to be born the way I did.
Bro, why are you? Oh my God.
Or anybody,
bro.
like you just were born that. It was just, some people are lucky and some people aren't. It's just that simple. And it's hard to accept. The world's a cruel place. I'm sorry. Like, it's just the truth.
The American dream is dead. Real quick, my name is Mark. I'm editing this video right now. You might have noticed this channel has 0 subscribers right now, and that's because I'm just starting, and it's my dream to be able to make you guys more of these debates. So if you could, please leave a like, subscribe.
Oh, see, look, he pulled the same move I got. He's doing the same thing I do. So you guys.
Why is Amazon paying me $600 a day? Because I use Amazon AI.
I like it.
If you look at the numbers, America is still the #1 country for accepting immigrants in the world. More people are trying to come here than anywhere else in the world. And, perhaps to them, that's because the American dream, is still alive.
Are we not currently trying to dismantle that dream? I mean, the very thing that we're watching on TV
No, definitely not. That's totally different.
It's not.
That's completely different.
Yeah. Well, the immigration. I mean, it just seems like immigration.
You would all agree there are 2 different types of immigration, right? There's illegal immigration. There is the people who are breaking the law and crossing the border. Like, I grew up in a country where if you cross the border illegally, you're pretty much immediately shot. So you try to actually leave the country, or if you leave the country, you're going to be immediately shot. So like that kind of thing did not exist. And so I know, again, me and many of my friends, we all kind of like went through quite significant amount of effort to come here legally, apply for visas, wait for not the asylum. Some people came for the asylum as they were persecuted recently in Russia. But there's legal immigration, sort of like that's what sort of I completely support. And of course, any country actually.
My bad. You ain't going to invest some of your money? You gonna pay half towards your mortgage? You ain't gonna put no investments in? You ain't gonna make no investments so that money can continue to keep growing and keep compounding? You ain't gonna open a Roth IRA and put your money in there? So your money can grow over time, so that way you won't necessarily lose that money and just blow it? Those are so the ones on the right, the three men on the right are millionaires, and the ones on the left are middle class.
We would benefit from it, and America significantly benefits from it. Japan, for example, significantly doesn't benefit from it, if that's the right expression. They barely allow any immigration whatsoever, and as a result, the country is declining. But here, illegal immigration is plentiful, but illegal is, I totally do not support that.
It's interesting seeing the perspective from people who come into the United States, what their perception of American dream is, and people who are already here or generational who are here, and what our version of the American dream is.
Well, I mean, there's a definition of its upward mobility, right? That's sort of like you, over time, maybe compared to your parents, maybe compared to yourself, as you start to live in this country, there's an opportunity here for upward mobility, right? And if you, through hard work and perseverance, that's kind of like in general, there's many other aspects.
That's definitely general.
Sometimes it's from and some other things, but it's primarily hard work and perseverance. You can live better.
And the other thing about America is like we haven't. When you look at like the science and technology scores, we haven't been in the top 10 in a long time. But you know what America always is number one at? Confidence. And I've been an entrepreneur since I was 27. And like, that's really what it takes. You just have to be confident. You just have to go out and take risk. And Americans are still the best at that. Like, there's no one in the world I'll put up against the risk taking, the confidence to go do stuff and create stuff than Americans. Like, we're not the most educated. Like, there's lots of problems, but time and time again, Americans they play to win. And I don't know. I mean, like, there was the declines, and it's easy to be negative, and like, especially right now, I can feel it, and I understand. But it's like, I don't know. There's something about it where the people believe here. They still believe, and like their belief is being challenged. There's no question, but people still believe, and there are opportunities without question. There's just more. I just think it's just more people. There's more competition than there's just a lot more people than there were 30 years ago.
Can I say this? Let me say this. There is no better time to become a millionaire than it is today. There is no better time. If you haven't learned, or you aren't starting to learn, if you aren't reading books, if you aren't using AI, if you aren't searching for the information to try to help you get to where you're trying to go, you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna get left behind. There's so many different, there are so many different things that you can do. You can invest your money. You don't need to be an entrepreneur to become a millionaire. Most millionaires are 9-to-5ers. Believe it or not. Most millionaires are 9-to-5ers. New millionaires are being created each and every day. Each and every day, bro. Because they become very disciplined on certain things. They stop buying bullshit, right? They stop buying bullshit that's not going to help them progress forward. They're not buying things to impress the Joneses anymore. They're paying off the debt. They're stacking their money. And when I say stacking their money, they're putting their money in accounts where their money can compound interest over time. They're not playing the short game. They're not trying to get this quick money. They're not trying to, I need this microwave success. No, they're playing the long game. This is what they're doing. But I guarantee you, a lot of these people, they don't understand that. But they have the information. And we got all the resources in order for you to find the information that you need to find. You know how much I use. You know what? I would love to tell y'all right now what I do. I would love to. But I'm going to make a Patreon video for it, though. So you got to join the Patreon. But I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit of it just because y'all rocking with your boy tonight. One of the things that I do, and I learned this from somebody else, so therefore I'm not going to take full credit for something that I didn't necessarily learn on my own. I learned from somebody else, right? Most people who work a 9 to 5, they don't invest in their 401k, they don't invest in their Roth IRAs, and they use a traditional bank account. They use a traditional bank account. What do you mean traditional bank account, Courtney? The traditional bank account where, you know, like your Bank of America's, your Regions banks, your Wells Fargo's, those banks, and then they open a savings account and they just put money in there. You know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, a 60, a 65, 45, 47, a 45. But yeah, and they use the savings account. They use that savings account, and they think that that money is going to get you to where you're trying to go, when that's not the case, because your money ain't making you no money at all. Your money is just sitting there. If you don't put money into it, guess what? Your money just gonna be that same. If you put $100 into your savings account, 9 times out of 10, that savings account still gonna be $100 3 months from now if you don't do nothing else with it. That's why you should get your brokerage account. So when you do, you have a certain amount of money that comes out of your paycheck and it goes into your brokerage account. Your money goes into a stock account, whether you know what specific stock you want to invest in, or you want to do an ETF. That money compounds over time, because guess what? Not only are you putting money into it, guess what? The money also, you're also making money off of that money. Your money is working for you and you're making money in your sleep. But I can dive deeper, but it's in the Patreon. I also created an ebook on that shit too, but I haven't necessarily promoted it as much yet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'm telling you. When I hit a certain threshold, I'll start putting all that shit out there. But you know how people are, you know, when you ain't where they want to see you, if you're not visually where they want to see you, then it is what it is. So I gotta be driving a Lambo or some shit. They gotta see the Rolex on the wrist. Cool, I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
But I also feel that our arrogance sometimes, our confidence goes to arrogance. And the arrogance is something that can become a little bit offensive. And so Americans are kind of pushing in a way that, I don't know, it's almost like stepping on toes at some point.
Yeah, but I think, like, I lived in Italy half the year for 13 years, and like the arrogance, and I have lots of European friends, the arrogance there is very different. It's an entitled arrogance. There's a little of it now, but it's like, I'm just meaning that like people are willing to go after it. That's what I mean by confidence.
I appreciate that, and I do get that. Yes, I do.
I think there's a large population of Americans who are not privileged with the opportunity to have arrogance, because what they are dealt with is survival, and there's never an opportunity to get on level ground to even start to have the arrogance. Generationally, we're trying to put ourselves in a position so we can be a part of the race. So when I say it's your perception of what American Dream is, for one population, American Dream may be the whole family coming together and getting one house, or getting out of poverty, or adding to your portfolio. I just think it's really based off of the experience, the vision, the experience, and what you've had access to even know what's possible.
Man, listen, I'm gonna stop it right there though. I'm gonna stop it because I got 2 more topics I want to get into, and I want to make sure that I don't go 3 hours tonight, because we went 4 hours last night on Bantam Barter. That shit was crazy. You feel me? That shit was crazy. That shit was wild. But I want to make my last statement on this. So one of the things that, and this is something that I wish I should have did. I should have did, but again, my mental, it was somewhere else, right? What I should have did, and possibly I probably can still do. Nah, probably not. I should have waited a little bit longer before I bought my house. I should have waited a little bit longer before I bought my crib. Or I should have focused on getting the crib to gather everybody in one crib, so that way we can all be under one roof in a nice crib. Everybody chipping in on the bills and having some group economics where we all can stack our bread up, where nobody has an overhead. Everybody can focus on paying off their debt and becoming debt free. So that way people can live the lives that they want to, and they can really and truly start stacking their money. I don't know what it is about the Black community, but one of the main things is that they want to get out the fucking house. They want to get out of the house. Listen, I guarantee you right now, I would leave this house right now. I would sell this fucking house and I would go back and live with my parents right the fucking now. I would go back and live with my parents right the fucking now. My parents got a nice ass crib in Atlanta. I would move back. I would give me a job. Well, I mean, I got a job, but I would transfer my job down to Atlanta and I would live with my parents. And I would stack up all my bread. I'm talking about I would pay off all debt with the money that we make from this house. I'll pay off all debt. Boom. Because I know we got hella equity in the house based off of where we live. Hella equity, right? I would pay off all the debt and I just stack. Boom, boom, boom. Stack the fuck up. I'm talking about stack so fucking high to the point I'm like, look, man, I don't even know if I want to buy another house again. You feel me? Just rent from here on out. If I'm going to rent, the next thing you know, I'm renting all the other houses. I'm buying to rent. I'm not buying to live. I'm buying to rent. And just get crazy properties and continue to keep stacking my money, putting my money in the 401k, putting my money into the Roth IRA, putting my money into stocks, and have my shit just grow the fuck out. And just be chilling. And of course, still be doing my YouTube, because guess what? This YouTube gonna be one of the biggest platforms. It's gonna be one of the biggest platforms, and they're gonna be making money from here too. You feel me? So we're gonna be making money from all which way. Then got the military money coming in too. Boy, you hear me? You hear me? Fam. Yeah, for real, bro. It did crazy fast, bro. But ultimately though, the main thing is this, bro. If you want to learn how to put yourself in a better position, make more money, or get yourself out of poverty, first and foremost, you have to change your mindset. I always tell people you need to read the 2 books, and these are the 2 books that I read multiple times. And also, I'm gonna give you a nugget book to read. A nugget. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I really like this book, and it really focuses on networking. Networking is crucial. I don't care what nobody says. Networking is fucking crucial. When you network with the right type of people, you get put in different circles that you would never have been able to do by your fucking self. I guarantee you. So, first book you need to read. If you don't know anything about money at all, you need to go and read the book Richest Man in Babylon. That's one. Read Richest Man in Babylon. That's a great fucking book. I love that fucking book. I actually need to read it again. Second book, because it changes it, because it gives you a different outlook on your money. The Richest Man in Babylon, right? It gives you a different outlook on money. So then once you start to get that different outlook, now you need to look at the mental shift in your mind, the paradigm shift in your head, which is why then you need to go and read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Telling you, book is phenomenal. Go read that book. Then once you read that, and I'm telling you, it's not a one-time, these books aren't a one-time read. You can always go back and revert back to them, because you're always going to learn something new. You're always going to get some new information based off of how you're growing and how you're building the things that you're experiencing in life. You're going to see it. It's going to be like, oh shit, this is different, right? Third book. Not many people talk about this book, but this book was recommended to me when I was doing wholesale real estate. When I was doing wholesale real estate, somebody recommended this book to me and they told me to read this fucking book. And I read it and I was like, oh my God, this book is dope. And this book is called The Go-Giver. The Go-Giver. Just to make sure you understand, The Go-Giver. So basically what that book is basically networking. So it's this guy, he's he found this mentor, right? And basically mentorship too. Found this mentor and he was taking him to these different people. Boom. Taking them to many different people that he knew. All of them had their own businesses and how they thrived in their own businesses, right? And each one of them taught this one person, because this guy, I think he was like a broker and he was trying to close this deal and he was struggling. But what his mentor taught him is that, look, being generous and being a giver will get you what you're trying to do. If you're focused on trying to force everything, you're not going to win. You're never going to win. Nobody's going to want to do business with you. You're not going to get that deal. So when you start to look at things from a different perspective and you start to take a step back and you say, you know what? I really need this, but I'm not going to press you. I'm not going to press the issue with you. You know what? Listen, if you want to do business, look, you can go do business with this, my counterpart over here. This person is phenomenal, X, Y, and Z. For some reason, that's a psychology move that person like, nah, I'd rather work with you. Boom. And you close the deal. But on top of that, you get to network with many different people from different industries. You get to see how they operate and how they move in their businesses. This is why networking is important. That's why your network is your net worth. And that's why one of the biggest things for me is I want to continue to network with people. That's why when I'm out here in Arizona, I want to go to the rich areas. I don't care about being out here with the ratchets to the club. Nah, take me where the rich people at. What's that, cigar bar? Yeah, I ain't going to the rinky dink cigar bar. I'm going over there where the big ballers be at. I'm going over there. I'm smoking a cigar. I'm wearing the earn not giving shirt. They're going to ask me what that is, because how many compliments I don't got on this shirt. I've gotten a ton of compliments on the shirt because people really like the fucking shirt, right? Creates conversation. Boom, what do you do? Oh, yeah, man, so I got a 9 to 5, but I'm a YouTuber as well. I talk about many different things, masculinity. I talk about cultural topics, hot topics, talk about money mindset and all these different things. Oh, really? I should check you out. Cool. Hey, so what do you get into? What drives you? What motivates you to do what you do? I saw you driving a Lambo out there, man. It's a really nice car, by the way. And boom, one thing about rich people, they love to talk about themselves, because you know what they say, the higher you go, the less friends you have. And the more that you continue to have these conversations with these people, they're going to give you all the information. They're going to tell you everything, because they don't have nobody to talk to. This is why when you start to get to a certain level, a lot of people don't talk. A lot of people, that's why they always say that the poor people are the ones who always talk about racism and systemic racism and all this bullshit. Man, when you get up here in the higher ranks, them niggas ain't talking about that shit. They talking about money, bro. They talking about real life shit. They talking about real shit that can actually help you catapult in your life. They ain't talking about, oh, well, yeah, man, these black niggas over here, they were talking crazy to me. Man, they ain't talking about that. Them niggas nice as fuck. Now, of course, you got some assholes. Of course, that's granted. But every person that I've met that has a significant amount of money, nice as fuck. Cool guys. Cool as shit. You don't have to be dressed to the nines. None of that shit. You just have to be a conversationalist. Have a conversation with them. Be genuine about the conversation. Ask them about what they do, what drove them, what got them into that position. Hey, what were the failures that you had in your life? And how did you overcome those failures? Oh man, you won't believe, man, I feel so fucking much, man. It's crazy. You got time? Absolutely. Sit back, boom, you just listen. You just soak up all the fucking information that you're getting. soak up all the information, and you apply it where it fits. That's what you're supposed to do. But a lot of people ain't gonna do that because they don't want to talk to people. They're afraid of what people may think of them. They're all, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep people away from me like that. I don't really like people. Man, fuck that shit. Nigga, I want to know what the fuck going on. If I see you driving a Lambo, I want to know how the fuck you got that Lambo. If I see you driving a G-Wagon, I want to know how you got it. I want to know what you're doing because guess what? I'm sorry. It can help me. It may, whatever you're doing, it could probably benefit me. And therefore, I can also be a value add to you on some sort of level. One of the reasons why I'm doing my best and I'm continuously focusing on blowing up this channel is because I can be a value add to people. What does that mean, Courtney? So that means if you got people who want to start their own business, you got people who want to get more visibility on their business or whatever it is they got going on. Hey, Courtney, look, bro, I see you got your channel over there at the Courtnee Edgar Show. So, you think you want to collab with me? You know, I'll pay you X amount of dollars to promote my shit on your channel. Oh, word. Say less. What is it that you want? I can do X, Y, and Z. I can do it this way, this, that, and the third, and then I over deliver. And then they're gonna want to do business with me more and more often. And then guess what that leads to? That leads to more deals. That leads to them saying, you know what, hey bro, you probably want to go work with Courtnee Edgar Show. He brought me X, Y, and Z business. If you want to get your shit to start popping off, you want to get some visibility, go to the Courtnee Edgar Show. What? You feel me? You feel me? I just went on the rant. My bad, y'all. My bad. I ain't mean to go on the rant. We supposed to be going to the next topic. Yes, investment is a must, but not the full amount when you have a few Roth IRAs. Hey, I agree with that, Joe. I agree with that 100%. A trust is a must. Also, I agree. I'll go to the club for us. Yeah, I'll go to the club for us. When I go meet the owner and politic with the DJ, it's a different experience. That's a fact. That's a fact, Raw. That's a fact. But go to the right clubs though. Go to the right clubs though. Because we want to go to the clubs where the money at. Go to the clubs where the money at. You feel me? Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. Yup. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The Go-Giver by Bob Burg. Yes, indeed. My favorite. Those are my top 3 favorite books of all time. Though I love those books. I'm not gonna lie. They're small. They're easy to read. You can get through the book. To be honest with you, if you really dive in, you can read the book in a day. You can down there read all 3 of those books in a day. And if you're not a person who like to have the actual hardback, they actually got it on audiobook too. So when you're driving to work and you in the fucking traffic, you can put it on. I think they got it on Spotify, or you can just find it up on Google, whatever the case. Boom. Hey, just listening to it, soaking up the information. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. It's fire. But let's go ahead and go to this. Let's go to this next topic, man. Let's go to this next topic because yeah, like I said, we coming up on 2 hours, so we gotta keep it pushing. Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. Yeah. Oh yeah, facts actually. Yeah. Check out The Go-Giver. I'm telling you, it's a great book. It's a really great book. It's a really great book. Thank me later. Thank you for the book recommendations. Oh yeah, for sure. I got you. And I got more books. Up here too. Let me see. Matter of fact, hold on. Give me a second. Let me show y'all what the book looks like. Hold on. Give me a second. I got a ton of books. So also, if you're spiritual too, I forgot to show y'all this one. If you're spiritual, hold up. Let me see if I can grab it. Nope, that's a wholesale book. I don't want that one. Don't want the wholesale book, cuz. Oh, my mama, cuz. Oh, my mama, cuz. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Let's see. Yep, that's one. This one. Oh, my mom. Oh, my hood. I look fly. Yeah, I look good. Hey. So Pete, there's a couple other books I had too. So this one right here, this is The Richest Man in Babylon. Richest Man in Babylon. You can get it on Amazon. Right? Richest Man in Babylon. Gotta get it. Gotta get this book. See what I'm saying? It's not that big, so you can literally, if you lock in, you can read this book in a day. You feel me? Read that book in a day. Go Giver. Gotta get this. You gotta get this book right here. Go Giver. Solid book. Solid book. This is another one that I read too. It's the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. So when you're spiritual, you know, especially for you, Ashley, 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. It's another good book to read. And if you're a person that focuses on negotiations, if you're heavy on negotiations, this is another good book. Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. It's another good book. It's another good book to read. Oh shit! Hold on, no. Here we go. I was heavy reading this when I was doing wholesale real estate. When I was doing wholesale real estate, I was really reading this one. For sure. So look, let's go ahead and get into these next topics, man. We got 2 more topics tonight, and then so we can call it. Yes, sir. Fantastic. Yep, it is. Never Split the Difference. It's a great book. So let's go ahead and get to this next topic. Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and what's her name? I can't get her goddamn name correct. I'm not even gonna say it, but his co-host. I can't never get her damn name right. But let's go ahead and get into this topic. They're talking about dating men for dinner. So I want to hear what they're talking about. This is my first time actually listening to it. So we're gonna listen to it together. So let's rock out.
For the fly-by-night thing no more.
Yeah.
I'm like only talking to you if it's something that I feel like this could be a longevity thing. Like all that fly-by-night playing around and like, nah, I'm good. That's just a waste of time and money. Pretty much. And I'm gonna know that off of one conversation on the phone. Even like even if the conversation go good, I'm gonna know after one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once I go out with you after one day. So like, let me ask you this: like, how many days do it take to realize this ain't the dude? Like, do you keep going out on dates with you because he gonna pay for food and you ain't gotta give him none? Or like, why do women drag these type of things on with cats? Why do women play with niggas' pockets and time?
It's a great question.
That's a real one.
It's a great question.
I can see that. I think that too many people are bored and too many people are desperate.
Oh shit!
And that's just the truth. I also think that there are people who see the good in somebody, and they want to really like them, but they just don't fully feel it. So they just try and they try.
I know this guy. He gonna take me to dinner.
I don't know that. I mean, women.
Have you ever played a
that.
dude that you just say, "Oh, this is dinner"? Like you got him in your phone. That's dinner.
I can't.
You're like, "Oh, this is dinner." Like, "Oh, this is dinner." Like, girl, you want to go out dinner? This nigga, his name is Dinner. He club. He gonna have a seat club. I call him club. I ain't got to do nothing with him after.
I know
just
that
all
women
club.
do
We gonna
that.
sit in this section, have drinks.
I
There's women that do that though.
I can't be bored enough. I can't be broke enough, bored enough, lonely enough to ever waste my time and energy on someone I don't want to be around. I've said that before. I have a viral clip that says that.
Well, you
and
as an
that's
older lady.
Yeah, as a younger lady too, I was
You
like
be
that.
fucking with her, right? As an older lady.
No, as a younger lady, I was like that too. Because like I said, people cannot compare themselves to me. I get that. But me personally, my time is more valuable than any other thing I can spend because that's the only thing I cannot get back. So if I'm spending
Azar, that's her name. Shout out to Azar, bro. And the reason why, before I continue to play this video, shout out to Azar. Her attitude has changed a lot. She's been working on herself. You can tell. She done got slimmer. Attitude ain't as crazy as it was in that other show that she was with 6. Yeah, bro. Like she been working on herself, dog. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I don't want to be in the presence of someone I don't fuck with. Like if I don't date like that, because I either like I know my energy. I know who I attract, and when I attract them, it's usually a vibe from day one.
Not a
off
vibe.
rip, and we locked in ever since we met, and that's just it. Like I don't do all of that.
What you mean by day one? I mean you having sex the first night?
I haven't, but I would if it felt that way.
You've never done it?
No, I have not yet.
How you know you would? You older lady, you should by now. You should have did that.
He keep going in on her.
No, I'm just saying, like, come on now. Don't say you would if it felt like that, but you saying you didn't feel like that with somebody and it ain't never happened.
Like
I beg your pardon.
You know what I'm saying? Like been booed up, like vibing with someone
on the
heavy.
first night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you ain't never the first night. It's like, oh,
hold up. I gotta ask a question. Since they said that, I gotta ask, and I know we got some women in the chat too. So women, I need y'all to participate. So y'all hear me clearly on this, and the men, this goes for y'all too. If you meet a woman and she busted open for you for the first night, is that a red flag for you? Ladies, would you ever bust it open on the first date? Would you ever bust it open for a first date? Let's be honest. Let's be 100%. Don't be lying. Don't give me no politically correct answer. We being honest here. We having real talk, real conversations. Would you bust it open on the first date? And fellas, would you look at the woman as a thought pocket if she does bust it open for a first date? Y'all let me know in the chat.
Oh, let's
have sex. No, I never did that. You know what I'm saying? But
so you would. Okay.
But I think for me, it just takes more connection. Like I'm not saying it's wrong. I know plenty of people who did that and are married.
You giving first night energy. I ain't know.
Even Zyrax, even if the vibe is dope, even if the vibe is good, you ain't doing it. And that's a green flag. Okay. Ashley said, yes, I play chess while most men play checkers. All right, so you saying you would. All right, cool. Listen, we being real. We being adults here. Okay, nope. Hey, I respect it, Zyrax. Hey, I respect it 100%. I respect it 1,000%. What the hell just happened? Oh, okay. I thought I was tripping.
You're not about to disrespect me.
No, I ain't. But you was like, if I feel like that,
yeah, I'm saying like,
hey, you feel me? Hey, look, that's what masculine men do, bro. It's that ankle over thigh, bro. It's the ankle over knee. You got to do ankle over knee, bro. You can't do thigh over thigh. Listen, you can't do that, bro. Now, listen, I'll give grace to niggas that's 60 and older. I'll give grace because at that time you're a little bit more limber. I'll give you grace. But when you still young, nah, fam. Ankle over thigh. Ankle. You can't go no further. You can't go no further than that. I got to question you after that.
I'm not clowning nobody who did that. I'm just saying that I've never done that.
No, but I'm just saying this outfit, like right here, you looking sexy. You got the heels on. You got the.
What does that have to do with nothing? I'm on a show.
You got the stomach out. You got the hair looking right. I know you're on a show.
She uncomfortable with hair too. That's why she's saying you can tell she uncomfortable.
You heard that, but you didn't hear it. But like I said, you really be coming like this when you go out, looking cracking. This is how you be coming.
So what does that have to do with sleeping someone on the first night? Riddle me that. Just because you look cracking, you're gonna have sex on the first night?
This outfit is giving first night energy.
First night sex.
First night energy.
I'm on a whole late night show in silk pajamas.
Right.
So what do you mean?
This that shit crazy. Like, the first night energy.
I don't
that's crazy.
Goddamn no. So
my outfit.
That's wild.
My outfit is looking like me and you gonna be in the fireplace, outside in the backyard talking, looking up at the stars, and we just sipping on some cognac, chopping it up on some like real intimacy. Like I'll be trying to tell you what intimacy is, not sex all the time, where the nigga needs some time. You could just be sitting with somebody, chilling, chopping it up, and he telling you his deepest secrets and you telling him his. And that's going to stimulate you more than just getting right to it. Because now your mind is like, ooh, you on a daze now. So now it's like, ooh.
I understand what intimacy is. And I want everybody who saw that clip to know I know what intimacy is. I have intimacy with people that I'm with. And
so ladies, I gotta ask the question. So is it a combination of the man's attractiveness and what he says? Is it okay? So is it his attractiveness alone that will make you, spread the cheeks for him on the first night? Or is it the attractiveness and the fact that he's, engaging with your mind and saying the right things that will make you bust it open for him? Is that what it is? Or is it just, listen, look, man, this nigga attractive. I ain't had nothing in a minute. It's kind of, it's kind of dusty down there. I need to get that dust to dust some of that, dust some of that shit off. Dust some of them cobwebs off. So, you know what I mean? He looking mighty fine right now. So I might bust it open for him. He just can't fuck it up. Is that what it is? I'm just being honest. I just want to know.
I know that it's not just sex. Like, I understand that. I feel like people love to take what I say is like, she doesn't know what intimacy is.
So give us an example of a night or intimacy that you've experienced with your lover.
Facts.
Like, what did you do?
Facts, raw.
Facts. Like, I like to bathe my man. So like we can bathe together, like wash him, like hair, everything.
Y'all in the bathtub or the shower?
Both, either or. I do the shower too, but I definitely bathe the man. It's just like my favorite thing. And then we go, and everyone's gonna take this out of context, but whatever. Then like just chilling, relaxing, rubbing, talking, touching, maybe not talking at all.
I feel that.
Like,
okay,
scratching his back, scratching his head, laying on his chest.
Tingle going over here. You over here got me uncomfortable.
Oh, he did.
Let me adjust some things.
Paul Pierce trying to get the cheeks. Paul Pierce trying to get the cheeks. He said, I'm letting it fly tonight. I'm shooting all threes for the night. He said, I ain't shooting no 2-pointers. I'm shooting all threes from the volleyball from 40 fucking feet. He throwing his like, listen. He saw it in that pink. He saw it in them pink pajamas with the bra hanging out, with the clavicles out, and look, and the heels on. He ready. Paul Pierce ain't shit.
Paul, please stop on this.
No, you talking that thing. You talking that shit right now. All right, keep going.
Paul Pierce ain't shit.
I gotta take some adjustments around here.
I really tell myself like, I'm not gonna cuss, I'm not gonna do this, and then I get with you. I'll be like,
no, tell us about what the intimacy look like, because I will tell you what mine look like. Because like
you've said what yours look like.
I didn't.
That. You broke it down.
Men like that from a woman, but women like that too. So we gonna flip it to the women. Like men, we as men gotta give the women intimacy too. Because they go through what they go through on a long work day. We stressing them over food and all that. But so I'm gonna give the men what we can do to give intimacy to our women. Because our last episode was me trying to get it from a woman, but I can get the game to the men.
But why wouldn't you let a woman tell you what that is? Why are you?
I don't need a woman to tell me that.
Why are you speaking on what every woman?
I don't need a woman
to
tell me what intimacy is. I know what intimacy is for the woman.
Okay, so tell me.
Like I know, first of all, I'm gonna know the woman I went. I'm gonna already know what she like. Mm-hmm. So based on her personal preferences, and I'm gonna adjust to that. So me, it's gonna be like some sensual touching and talking. You know, it's gonna be a sexy environment. You know, it might involve candles, roses, low lighting, soft talking. You know, and comfortable.
This nigga funny as shit,
candles, fireplace. It can be just sitting in the bed and the lights off and I'm whispering in your ear.
Not the whisper.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of that is intimacy. That
I think for women,
like, no, I'm not done. So, like, before the sex, and we ain't even gotta have sex that night. It could be just like, I just want to give her this to make her stimulated. Just some words in her ear. It's words. It could be words. It could be touch. It could be a it could be a rub, word, touch. It can be all of that. It could just be the vibe we got.
So look, Zarek, you saw the same shit.
Or, you know, sitting by the pool. And, you know, this ain't for everybody.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't trying to be funny. I was gonna do the same thing. I was about to start bouncing with you. I'm like, shit, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Pause. Hold up. That didn't look right. Pause. 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 Listen though, but the shit that he's saying though. The shit that he's saying though. The shit that he's saying though. This shit, wow. Why he keep bouncing up and down though, dog? Who you think he is, Charleston White? This shit wild as fuck, bro. Hey, look, it don't look the same, dog. I'm in this fucking computer chair and he on the couch, so it look more, I ain't gonna say smoother, but it looks a little bit more natural. I'm in this shit trying to force a bounce. That shit don't look right. Pause. It don't look right. So let's just disregard the situation. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Buddy, if you ain't got no pool, fire pit, that's okay. You can put it on the TV. Put the fireplace on the TV. We sit in the living room on the couch and we just chopping. Sometimes it's about chopping. Like, I need to tell you about my day, baby. Like, I need to let this out. I'm going through some stuff. And if you're willing to listen and embrace what I'm saying and not say nothing, let me just get this off. And vice versa, that's intimacy. Because sometimes like we feel like we got to be tough all the time. And then when we not tough and we giving that, oh, he ain't a man. He ain't got no masculinity. But sometimes we got to get on.
Bro, what the fuck is Paul Pierce talking about, bro? I don't know no nigga. I don't know no nigga. Listen, I'll put it to you like this, bro. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. You don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that, bro. You don't gotta do all the extra shit he talking about. You know, I'm gonna put the candles in. I'm gonna put the candles, put the candles out. I'm gonna whisper in your ear, so I'm gonna talk soft to you and shit. Because, say most niggas, they want to be masculine, they want to do all that extra shit. Bruh, ain't nobody finna do all that. Just have a fucking conversation. Why you gotta act all different? Why you gotta just have a conversation with the woman? Talk to her. Ask her fucking intriguing questions. Ask her fucking questions. Ask her about herself. Instead of talking about yourself, ask her about her. Simple shit. Ask her questions that make her dive deeper. Don't ask her one answer fucking questions. Or shit that she can answer with one fucking answer. Oh, yes, no. Yeah, maybe. No, let her dive deeper. So what is it about you that drives you? Oh, really? Oh, okay. So, all right, cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. So based off of that answer, so that means, so you get your inspiration from your mom and dad, right? Just giving you a random conversation. You get your inspiration from them. Oh, okay. So if there was one thing that you can take away if there was one thing that you had to take away from what your parents taught you, what would be that one thing that sticks in your mind on a consistent basis? What is it? Guess what? She's talking about her. You ain't talking about you at all. She's talking about her. And guess what she gonna start thinking? Oh, damn, he's really in tune with me. He's thinking about me. He ain't thinking about himself. He ain't thinking about my parents. He ain't talking about sex. He's actually talking about my mind. He wants to know me. He wants to dig deeper into me. Simple questions. Locked in. Mind you, and if you looking good and smelling good at the same time and you asking these questions, guess what? All that shit gonna be compounded over time. Y'all make life so hard, bro. That's why a lot of niggas say, if you was a cornball before you had money and you got money, you still a cornball. But the niggas who knew how to still get women without money, when they get money, it's even easier. That's what I'm saying.
ours off. But you got to understand, like sometimes we got to let it out. You know, and the men,
you feel me?
like,
you feel me?
Get that to us. Like, damn, we go through it as a man, and the pressures on us of the everyday life.
Charlie need to sit next to me and tell me about
provide, to be the lion, to be the gorilla, to come.
Listen. Hey, look, Raw. Look. Why she talking to you? Why you looking at it in the eye? This what you do, bro. This what you do too. Especially if you're on the couch and she talking about she had a hard day at work. Listen, she's sitting on the couch. What you'll do, you grab a leg, start massaging the feet. It's like, look, man, tell me about your day, man. Look, let's take these shoes off, bro. Like, what's going on with you? How was your day? It was good. That's what's up, man. Like, shit, Belinda over that bitch tripping, huh? Man, I told you about Belinda, bro. I told you about Belinda. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about Belinda, though. See, Belinda, you know, she just doing what she got to do as a manager. You know what I'm saying? See, what I would do, you know what I'm saying? What I would do, I would try my best to put myself in a position that way you can befriend Belinda. So that way you got a little leeway. You got leverage over everybody. So Belinda won't be micromanaging you. You know what I'm saying? But massaging the feet at the same time. Yeah, you right. Mm-hmm. Telling you. Hey, bro, listen.
Come home and be able to say, hey, baby, you gonna eat good tonight. Or
just let her go on the diatribe.
Like, he who wears the crown is heavy as the head. Like, we wear the crown. You see what I'm saying? So, like,
I want to know how you went from talking about what women need back into what men need.
No, we talking about intimacy.
Yeah,
though.
but you said you were going to say.
I didn't told you all. I spit.
And okay, so let me tell you what I feel as a woman that I need for intimacy. Can I do that?
No, let me hear what you need.
Because you.
But you something like y'all don't know what y'all need. Intimacy don't have a book to it.
But you just told him. You just said you know what men need.
Because you going off what the last nigga did.
No, I'm not.
And you think that's not gonna work with every dude.
I'm not.
It's gonna be somebody
I'm
else.
talking about what I like.
Oh, you gotta let her get it off, bro. Let her get it off, bro.
What you like is what you already experienced.
Hey, got him.
Right?
That's not true.
It is true. Well, how do you know what you like if you ain't experienced
Then
it?
what are you going off of then?
I'm going
because
off,
how is yours so much different than mine? Then?
Because
yeah, I'm telling you. See, you listen to Belinda. I'm telling you, Belinda. Listen, Belinda, man. Look, I don't know what Belinda doing. How long Belinda been working at the company? Oh, she been working there. How long? Oh, 20 years. Oh, so she about to retire, huh? Listen, man. Listen. She just trying to get out the door. Look, don't mind Belinda. Look, you just keep doing your thing. You keep doing what you got to do. Keep focusing on you. Mind you, at the same time you massaging the feet. Listen, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Belinda about to be out there. Don't stress yourself about it. Just control the things that you can control. Hey, keep doing your thing though. You doing great. You doing great. I'm proud of you, shorty. I'm proud of you. Boom. Uh-oh. Slap top.
Why is yours valid and mine isn't?
Because I'm going off what all women like. I know what all women like. Y'all like the same.
This is crazy. How is mine? So it's
because
sick.
I know what women like.
And I don't know what women like, and I'm a woman.
All right, well, tell me.
Like you're crazy. Like you're tripping. No, I'm cool.
No. Let's talk about it.
No. Let's move back on to what we were saying.
This is game.
No, because
Pierce. I'm sorry, big dog. That ain't game at all. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, homie. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, he's speaking on how to get draws. Yeah, he bugging. Listen, bro. The main thing is this. You want to get her to the point that she want to take them off by herself. You ain't got to say nothing else. She ready to take them off. You turn around, go grab you some water, or go grab you another drink. Next thing you know, she half naked. You like, ooh, wee. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. You ain't got to do all that extra shit he talking about. Man, we gonna do candlelit dinner. I'm gonna do candlelit. I'm gonna whisper in your ear and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna lower the tone of my voice. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be too masculine. Nigga, masculine is masculine, bro. Just talk, have a conversation, bro. Listen, she a human too. She a human. She's a human. Just talk to her. Just talk to her. Ask the right questions. Let her go on her rant about what the fuck Belinda was saying, and Melissa and all them other chicks at the job and how they hating on her and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just let her go on her. Just let her go on her. Let her go on it. It's gonna stimulate her mind. You sitting there rubbing the feet while she's going in, and you hitting the right spot. She talking. She just and and Belinda, and Belinda. What you say? What Belinda do? Belinda. So that bitch right there, she was getting. You know what? Belinda, you know what? She about to retire. So I don't even know why I'm tripping on Belinda like that. You know, I'm just going. Nah, you know, I don't even want to talk about it no more. You feel me? Like, hey, bro, stop playing. Stop playing. Oh, no, bro, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all wild as hell. Right, wrong. He doesn't have to because he's aesthetically pleasing to many. So he really has no idea from his clip. Let's be real though. Let's be real though. If I listen, I don't judge most men. I don't judge most men. But let's be real. Paul Pierce, nah, he just tall. He just tall. That's it. That's it. He trying to wear gray sweatpants and make it jump because he said make it jump. Pause. When she's looking and acting like he's doing something, now she don't even like you, or she just like Shane go stick. Bruh, this nigga. I swear. I mean, Paul Pierce, he gonna try to get that. Yeah, he ain't getting that. He might as well cancel Christmas with that one. She locked down. She locked down. That ain't happening. That is not happening. Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. So look, let's go ahead and get into the last topic of tonight. Listen, y'all, they got a new version of Pop the Balloon. You know, since Arlette and everybody, you know, they did they little shiesty shit that they did. So can't nobody react to their videos because they feel some type of way. And like, bro, come on, dog. That brings more visibility to your channel. But hey, it is what it is. It's part of business. I ain't hating. But we found another. And this is the Pop the Balloon Love Mountain Edition. So, yeah, I'm about to do a reaction on this one. Because I saw it from a TikTok clip. And I was like, you know what? Let me go find that episode on YouTube. I ain't going to play the full episode. I just want to play 2 parts of it. I'm just going to do 2 women. And then after that, we can call it a night. Because I said I got to be under 3 minutes tonight. All right? So let's go ahead and get into it.
Bag is great communication.
Okay. And what's an interesting fact about you?
Interesting fact that I can speak Portuguese.
She a stripper. 100%. She definitely she a midnight ballerina. 1000%. 1000. If she ain't, boy, could have fooled me.
Portuguese, and I also have a CDO license.
Okay. And what is your love path?
It said free spirit, and at first I didn't agree, but now I think about it, pretty much so.
You seem like it's
yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Well, you don't have any pop balloons, and you may ask the gentleman a question.
I guess I'll ask.
Damn,
What
she
do you
got big
think?
head.
Have you ever had an STD, and do you have one now?
What? I mean, I guess that's a fair question.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, be honest, please.
Ain't none of that. Ain't none of
we
this
don't have any pop balloons.
Let's start with your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Steve Reese. I'm 42. That's deep and far, but
really?
It's probably been since, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, 18, 19, you know, something, hey, but you stretched it. God damn.
You gotta make sure.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Man, y'all about to give me trouble. Marvin Lewis, special education teacher, 39. What was the question again?
Have you ever had an STD? And if not, do you have one now?
Once upon a time. Oh, we got to do it. Why y'all looking at me, big dog? I used to live a different. Did I gotta answer the question?
Yes.
Did you answer the question?
He said once upon a time.
It had a cough.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You
And
go up.
3 pills got rid of it. That was
Make
like
a joke.
15 years ago. That was college.
That was good.
You know,
Learn
we,
a lesson.
we learned from the mistakes, and now I take regular
Yeah,
trips to
tell about
CVS.
that.
So we good.
Exactly.
1 minute clinic.
I like that.
That shit crazy.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Calvez, 47, local truck driver. No and no.
Okay. Good.
Them niggas lying.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Steph, 28, and cook chef.
What?
And no.
Oh.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name Mac. I'm 38. Truck driver, and also a contractor. And no.
All these niggas truck drivers.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
And my name Q. I'm 32. Do security. I did when I was younger, but it was curable, so I'm good now.
Thanks for being honest. I like that.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name's Vidarian. I'm 30.
But that nigga look like a. Boy, that boy look like a bull dagger. That boy look like a bull dagger. He like a whole stud over here. That's a man. He like a stud. Oh no, fam. Y'all can't tell me. Y'all can't. Nah. Nope. You can't tell me he don't look like a whole bull dag over here. Nah, family. Manny Fresh. Nah, that's crazy.
3 years old, and I'm a CDL driver.
Another driver.
And no, I actually just been tested. I do annual checkups. I am a little active sometimes.
I like that. Honesty. Thank you.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name's Ray Carlton. I'm 44 and I'm a nurse.
Gonna have a good time. Gonna be a good day. We gonna ride the wave. Yeah, we gonna bring the pop.
I know you lying to me.
Yeah, I think.
I know you lying to me. This nigga don't got a beard or hair, but this nigga got sideburns. Oh, come on, dog. Hey, fam. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got that big ass chain on. He like he part of Drew Hill. Bruh, come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, folk. Come on, bro.
I gotta really appreciate your question because it's provocative as you're dressed. Especially with the numbers coming out right now. There are a lot of people getting it. And so I think that's a really honest question. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. But yeah, I think if anybody's been living, they've had something. And if you haven't, or you say you haven't, you need to go get checked.
Agreed.
Nah, I nigga gay.
Have you though?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm human.
That boy
Like
sassy.
anybody.
I didn't say gay, but he's sassy for sure.
Indeed. I'm not here to be
Look at them leg movements.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
Y'all see them neck movements? Look at his neck. Look at them neck movements. Nah, fam. Nah. Nope. Look
My
at them
name's
neck
Ray
movements.
Carlton.
Watch his
I'm
neck.
44 and I'm a nurse.
Look how he moves his
Yeah,
neck.
I think I gotta really appreciate your question because it's provocative as you're dressed. Especially with the numbers coming out right now. There are a lot of people getting it. And so I think that's a really honest question. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. But yeah, I think if anybody's been living, they've had something. And if you haven't, or you say you haven't, you need to go get checked.
Agreed. Thank you.
Have you though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm human. Like
Correct.
anybody.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, indeed, I'm not here to
Am
be
I
anything
tripping?
but, you know what I mean?
Honesty, right.
Okay.
Her BD's buff.
Okay. You still have no pop balloons. I'm gonna.
She
let
got
the
long
gentleman ask you
legs
a
though,
question.
Okay, sure.
and she got a smaller torso.
The same question.
Yes, I've had an SED in college, and no, I don't now.
Okay.
Your question?
Let me see your CVS results.
I don't have CVS. Oh, I don't have
My
CVS.
chart.
Yes, I have actually my chart.
Who you go to?
I have health insurance. I go to an OBGYN,
What's her name?
Dr. Marshall, Sharonda Marshall, to be exact.
Okay, bet I can pull mine up.
I can too.
All right, bet.
With my Face ID.
Your question.
Question. What's the age range of man that you look for?
I do not like younger guys. I like my guys older and up. So I think minimum I would go is maybe 37.
Shit.
I like 35, 37 up. Minimum 35.
What's the max?
There's no max.
Okay. Okay, that's the question.
Okay. Your question.
If I had $100,000 in the crib and I go to jail tonight, what would you do with the money?
What's the word, big
Invested,
dog?
probably buy some properties.
Why would you touch it if it's already with you?
Why would I leave it there and let it sit? The money doesn't do anything by sitting.
Why would you bother it if you know you can eat off of it if I never get out?
I don't need you to eat. I eat on my own.
So why would you invest in something you don't know what's going on?
I do know what's going on. I know investments very well.
Your question.
What's your idea of first date?
Oh, ideal first date. It's not even a set thing. I just like a guy that plans well and just as long as we have fun and communicate. I don't think the date necessarily matters. I think it matters as long as you have good energy.
Like turn on.
Nah, fam.
Turn on, thoughtful.
Nah,
turn on.
fam. Yeah, I know y'all saw that shit. I know y'all saw that. I know y'all. Look at sideburns over here.
Matters.
Watch
I think
it,
it
watch
matters
it,
as long
watch
as you
it.
have good energy. Anything could be fun as long as you all communicate well to each other.
Understood.
Watch sideburns right here. Look at this move right here. Watch this move he do.
Your question.
What's your biggest turn on?
Watch.
Turn. On or turn off?
Like turn on.
Either this nigga is a pimp. Either he a pimp or a boy. Man.
No, thoughtful, generosity. Yeah, just being thoughtful. Just think about the small things. Even if it's a flower or did you have a good day? Just know that I crossed your mind. That's my biggest turn on.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay. Your question.
Yes. What is your what things will make you decide whether to be intimate with somebody that you like or love?
I probably know, not gonna lie. I would know if I'm gonna see with a guy probably within the first
Bump his
hour
gums
within
and keep
talking
the
to
bum.
him. But for sure, it's not gonna happen that fast, but I would know if I'm thinking about it. The things I definitely notice again is communication, how well he's spoken and speaking to me, and how he's treating me, and where the conversation goes. I really dislike when conversation immediately goes sexual right first, and I'm already turned off. Just let it flow.
Man, fuck that. Listen, bro, sometimes, man, you just gotta get straight to the point, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The older you get, sometimes you gotta get straight to the point. It's like, hey, man, listen. Cool, having the conversation is dope. But what's good? What's really popping? What's really good? What we doing? What we doing? We too old, bro. Nobody got time for all that extra shit. Nigga, is you gonna bust the cheeks open? That I promise you that ain't gonna hurt your chances. That ain't gonna hurt your chances. What's good with it?
Go and be yourself, and then we just go from there.
Absolutely. Let the chips fall where they may.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Okay, you do have one pop balloon. That's why
Okay.
you popped.
Yeah, I like the way you look and everything. I like the question you asked. I like that you were honest. I'm 32, so you said 35 for your lowest. So yeah.
But you look really nice for your age.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Did you consider him?
Yes, I didn't know he's 32. He doesn't give off 32. It gives more mature. So
Type
Would you
shit.
like your balloon back?
No, I'm fine.
He said, "No, I'm good."
That's real good. I like everything about it so far.
That's definitely be, and I can respect that.
Yes.
People need to be honest and stay in your lane. Hey, I agree with that.
Okay, here's the hard part. You're going to pop 2 balloons.
Okay.
I feel you on that. Ash. Damn.
And one more.
She put up with that sexual meat out. He wants to delay the convo about it. She could have. That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay. So hold on.
Why'd you pop this gentleman's balloon?
Just not my type.
That's what I'm saying. Really I'm saying he might be a pimp. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He might be a pimp. I don't know. But to your point, Raw. Shorty, you pull up like that. And this is what we talk about. This is the shit that men talk about. I'm sorry. This is the shit that men talk about. Shorty, you got your clavicles out. You got one wrong move, and the jugs is coming out of that. One wrong move. They coming up out of there. You know you got long legs. But you decide to wear that type of skirt. And yet, not only did you bring up the question first, which is a valid question about STDs. Cool. Valid question. But then yet you followed up with, hey, we can talk about, if you bring up sex right out the gate, then I don't even know about that. Shorty, you lying to me? What you talking about? The way you dressing right now look like you ready to lift that skirt up right now and get busy. I'm just calling for what it is. Not saying that somebody would do it. Look like you ready. Look like you ready to go to dinner, have a great night, have a couple drinks, have some conversation. You ready to bust the cheeks. You ready to spread the cheeks. Let's be real. Y'all can't tell me that she don't look like that. Look at how Shorty's dressed right here. What color is that? Orange? Light orange or whatever you want to call it. And then look at her. Look at the difference. Look at her and look at her. Come on now. Which one look like they ready to bust it down? Come on now. We got to be honest about the situation. I know you're about to get into what she's wearing. Oh, 100%. I got to. Come on, Ash. You know I got to. Never playing peekaboo. Whatever hall they renting these, some deadening balloons sound like shotgun. All that side boob waving is. I know, Ashley, you don't see that side boob right there. Look how short that skirt is. Come on, man. Boo, we can look attractive and not want to sleep with y'all. But look, that's why Ashley, look, peep though. That's why I gave the comparison. Is orange not attractive? Is orange right here not attractive? Does she still not look sexy in that dress? Look at them two. Look at this one right here. In the orange, she got the tight fitted dress on. Are men still gonna look? Absolutely, 100%. But which one, if you had to pick, would most men look at and be like, yeah, she ready, she on go? Which one you think that would be? Just being honest. I'm not sitting up here saying that she is one. I'm not saying that at all. But your presentation matters. Your presentation matters at all times. Look at old boy. Matter of fact, let's put it on the men. Let's put the onus on the men real quick. Look at this. Look at where he at. Y'all saw the chef, right? Look at Buddy right here with the bucket hat on. Look at Buddy with the bucket hat on. What you think about him? Bucket hat, this nigga got a tank top on with a chain, baggy ass jeans. I don't know what kind of shoes he got on. Almost like a YN, a bum YN. So I mean, presentation matters. Look at Shorty. Look at them two side by side. Look at black dress, or I don't even say it's a dress. Look at black skirt, and look at orange skirt. Come on, we gotta be honest about the situation. Which one would men want to take home to mama? If just based off, we ain't talking about personality. We ain't talking about nothing else. We just talking about looks alone. If a man had to pick and say, look, I got to take one of these home to mama. I ain't got no other choice. No, it's not an option. I got to pick one. Who do you think they going to pick? They going to pick orange. 100%. They're not picking black. Unless he toxic. You know what I'm saying? Unless he toxic, then yeah, he'll probably pick back. He'll probably pick black. 1,000%. Exactly what he is. He started talking about jail and 100K. Yeah, exactly. He's showing exactly who he is. So nah, his representation is trash. When I saw him like that, bro, you showed up to Pop the Balloon. Why you dressed like that? You got a bucket hat on with a tank top. Ain't nothing cool about that, big dog. The only if I'm gonna be 100% honest, the only niggas that's dressed. The only niggas that's dressed decently are green buddy right here with the green shirt on, buddy with the nude color shirt on, and the jeans, and and sideburns. Even though he doing a little too much, but sideburns. Other than that, nah, you got stud bucket over here with some Nikes on and the Jordans and the lower on top Jordans on. With these egregious shorts on. That shit's wild work. Then you got Buddy right here with this cap on. Probably should got his hair braided or dreaded or whatever and got a line up. Take the hat off. Get some slim fit jeans. Them pants is way too baggy, big dog. And then we already talked about this nigga here. Him, I mean, I guess he's straight. I guess he's decent, but just untuck that front. And then Buddy right here. I mean, I guess he's decent. She got some different shoes though, but I guess it's straight. The way you dress determines the level of respect you command. Actually, she's not commanding much respect in the apron she has on, looking like a late night party maid. Facts. Someone say toxic. Yeah, that's raw. That's raw all day. Toxic all day. Not taking slutty dress. Yeah, facts. Not doing it.
Okay.
And she got long legs. So you got to know how to dress. You got to know how to dress based off of your body type. If you know you got long legs, you can't wear no short skirt like that. It's going to give the illusion like, hey, bro, like that shit looks small.
We were stuck on an elevator for 2 hours. What will we talk about?
2 hours?
How the hell we finna get out this situation?
Facts. Nigga, nobody trying to
that's
talk
the
about
only thing
nothing.
that can't be discussed because we don't got a future till we get off.
I like that.
Facts.
Disney Plus.
Oh no.
And HBO Max. Together for $16.99.
Who do we need to call to get off the elevator? Yeah, I mean, right? I mean, that's the only thing I
That
can
nigga
think
kind of
of.
old to be dressing like that, though. I
Okay.
ain't gonna lie to you. Both of them niggas on. He is too.
Kind of going with what they said. How we gonna get out of it? Who we need to call and just
We
tell
need to
you don't
call.
panic. I don't need you panicking.
That's what I was looking for. Because one thing I'm gonna do, I'm starting to scream immediately.
Yeah, please don't.
Help me! I'm screaming.
So you gonna calm her down?
I'm trying to and do my best.
Are you gonna be panicking?
Nah, not unless she gets to panicking. Then I'm gonna be like, man, why the hell I'm on this elevator with her? That type stuff. But other than that, nah, I'm gonna be trying to calm her down.
That's what I was looking for. Because I'm panicking.
Yours.
What was the question again?
If we were stuck on the elevator for 2 hours, what would we talk about, or how would you handle it?
At this point, huh?
I'll be the person. I'll be your security blanket. I think every woman wants somebody that can protect them. That's the first thing a woman wants to know. After that, once she knows she's settled and she's safe, we can talk about just different things, get to know each other. Because once there's no
This nigga a
danger,
pimp, bro.
then everything's cool. And we can
Nigga
have
a
regular
pimp.
conversation.
This nigga a pimp.
And once you feel calm, We could talk and relax until we get taken care of.
Nah, this nigga a pimp.
Good answer.
1000%.
Okay.
Smooth talker.
Okay.
Bro, I swear, this is something wrong with this nigga, man.
Okay.
Smooth talker.
Bruh.
Okay. I'm gonna let them ask your question.
Okay.
Bro, fam, I'm not trying to. I ain't trying to be funny, but bro, something wrong with him, dog. Give me weird vibes, bro. Smooth talker for sure. Yeah, fact. Smooth talker for sure. He might be a pimp. 100%. He got to be.
What would you do differently in your last relationship to make it last?
My last, what I've learned, I do agree that in each relationship, you should, even if it's involving another person, we should always learn from every relationship. So for me, I definitely would. I would say
it does.
Communication was good, but communicate more about things that I'm thinking about myself, like thinking in my own head. Like just be more open to say, well, you said that, but I'm thinking this way.
I got you. I like it.
Yeah.
See, mine is I will put my ego aside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes your success, you know, and the things that you do in life and you have put you in a place where you think you can't accept anything less. You know, and sometimes you got to open up your eyes and say that sometimes it comes with the territory, you know. But I like it.
That answer.
Okay. What is I know it's 5 love language, but what is your top 3?
Oh, what was my top 3 in what regards?
Your love language.
Oh, love language. First one is words of affirmation. Second is gift giving. And I think
that
the
nigga
third
was in
physical
jail, bro.
touch, but that should be at the very bottom.
I guarantee most of these niggas was in jail.
Your question.
Especially the one who just got done
for
talking.
you to take accountability?
It's not hard at all. I mean, I grew up with both my parents, so I think that's one thing I did learn from both of them is accountability doesn't cost you anything, but it can fix a lot. So yeah.
Okay, your question.
My question is, if you're going from being knowing each other to getting into a relationship and being like, exclusive, how do you let somebody know that you've dissolved all relationships that were before you're in a relationship?
So you're asking before I jump into a relationship, how do I let him know that I've ended all my past relationships?
Absolutely.
I'm not letting him know anything. It's up to him to tell me that I would like for you to be with me and I like to be exclusive with you. I place that responsibility on a man. I can't make myself a girlfriend. I can't make myself a wife. So when he decides he wants that for me, then it'll end. Until then, I will continue to date repeatedly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so,
no, wrong. Absolutely not. No, you won't. Absolutely not. You won't continue to date. Absolutely not. Nope, ain't happening. No, you will not. No, you will not.
Because it's such a transition to go from being single to being exclusive. So once I tell you, I say, hey, I want to make you my girlfriend. I see a future for us. Then how would you let me know that you don't have any connection with anybody else?
We just gonna see by action. So it's not like, hey, guess what? Look at my phone. It's just gonna happen.
Nah, fam. So that's what the issue. What the fuck is that? That's where the issue comes in. And nah, listen. If you rock with me, you need to show me that you want to be with me. 100%. I need to see the action from you first. I need to see that you want to be with me first. Here's why. I had to make the executive decision to come talk to you. I found you attractive. I had to come have that conversation with you. I had to ask for your number. I had to do all the things up front. Mind you, I had to meet the prerequisites of being attractive, being charming, being charismatic, smelling good, all these different things that I had to meet, the prerequisites that I need to meet up front. So if I ask for your number, that already tells you I'm attracted to you. Now, I want to get to know more of you, right? Cool. We're talking, we're texting, all these different things. And I have yet to mention anything about a date. Why? I need to know that you want to be with me. I need you to express that. I'm not expressing it. I need you to express it through your action. I need you to express that through your actions. And then, and only then, because you've expressed it through your actions and you have also communicated that to me, now I know, like, all right, she really rocking with your boy. So therefore, there may be certain situations that it's not playing games, but there are certain situations that you might have to go through that I just want to see if you listen. Small little nuggets here and there. I'll give you an example. And ladies, this may be a tip for you. Pay attention. So let's just say you're having a conversation with a man, right? Let's just say you're texting him, right? And it's a hot day. It's a hot day. He's like, yeah, man, I'm at work. You know, I'm chilling. You know, these people fucking, they pissing me off. But also, it's hot as fuck outside. I'm thirsty as shit. I forgot my water at home. What would you then do? Would you say, oh, that's fucked up, sweetheart? Or would you say, you know what? I don't live too far from where he works. Or maybe because we got DoorDash or whatever the case, anything that makes you think and see where you can add value to him. Ooh, shit, I stay down the street from you. So look, guess what? I'm gonna go grab him a bottle of water, a big ass jug, a big ass gallon of water. Excuse me, and I'm gonna take it to him. Like, hey, I'm gonna be right down the street from you real quick. I just grabbed you a jug of water. Yo, I appreciate that. Because guess what? He didn't ask for it. He was just talking. He was just basically venting to you and just saying that, damn, I ain't got no fucking water. Damn, I'm thirsty as shit. But you took the initiative and said, you know what? I got a gallon of water. He gonna see you differently than that small little thing. That small little thing, he puts you above everybody else. So those small little trinkets right there put you above. And then eventually he gonna tell you, you know what? I think we need to be exclusive. Just saying, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, shorty out here giving side piece. I just know, never mind. Yep, facts. You have to be honest. I keep it real the entire time. Facts. She is not worth the time or hassle. Agreed. It should be a mutual exchange the entire way. A mutual exchange, I agree with that. But I think that she should probably show a little bit more interest, considering the fact that he was the one that approached her for the most part, because most of the times women are getting approached, men are getting approached. So she should probably be the one that's showing that interest if she's truly interested in him. This is the way, Ashley. Yep. I'm dashing the water. You dash. Listen, you can dash the water. That's dope. You can drive or dash it. But the fact that you thought about it, you took the executive decision, say, you know what, I'm gonna dash him some water. That alone by itself, that puts you ahead of others. Just because you thought about it, you took that one little comment and you capitalized on it. That puts you ahead. Because you thought of that means in his mind, he's like, damn, she thought about me. She was like, shit, she got me some water. The little shit, bro. It's the little shit. Men are simple. You just gotta listen to them. She just wants some strokes. Her exchange is always mutual. He's stupid, bro. And I know a friend
if I see something with you and I'm dealing with you that long, it's just gonna flow out. There's no need to keep that many people around if you find a person you want to grow with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Try not too quick. Oh, you did? Yeah. Okay. So look there. Marvin, can we see your toothpick? The CVS too.
But they gotta work on this production. God damn.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up.
This production kind of.
I would love to see. Make sure it's the full panel, not the half. The full.
He don't even remember that part.
He don't even know how to log in. He's creating a login.
Log into what?
Okay. You have 4 remaining balloons, and here's the hard part.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna have to pop 2.
This make me feel like a bully. I know what balloon I think I want to pop. It's a lot of people. Okay.
Girl, pop the goddamn balloon.
Oh, okay, ready. I'm ready. I know who I want to pop.
I'm with you.
Okay. Oh my God. So sorry. I'm not mean. I'm so sorry.
That's his height.
I'm
Guarantee
sorry.
it. It's the height, right? Watch this.
2? Oh my God. Okay. Oh gosh.
Girl,
That's
hurry the
I
hell
don't
up.
know. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
Why'd you pop his balloon?
He put his hand in the ice bag in the backstage. He didn't use a cup.
The funniest part is they don't even have a cup.
So you use the bag.
He got a short one. Man, let me stop, bro. Come on,
Put
dog.
his hand
Come
in the
on,
ice
bro.
bag.
Come on, fam.
What?
Just don't hold germs.
I think germs are everywhere.
And why'd you
Listen,
pop
I'm
his
trying
balloon?
to be good, man. I'm not trying to.
He was very well spoken, very handsome. It was just more of a height thing.
I told you.
I'm just pretty
Height.
tall for a female. That
Told
was
you
all.
it was hard. I told you it was height. Told you it was height.
You have 2 unpopped balloons. You may ask them a question.
Okay, I guess one last question is, what's your go-to when you're flirting with a female? What's your thing you do? Is it a joke, a smirk, or what's your pickup line?
Oh hell.
I guess it's more of a you could go in as a joke, and start the conversation.
I know.
Maybe
I
as long
look.
as it ain't
It
a
might
corny
be
joke,
more of it.
something just be from the off the heart, just whatever you feel.
So you're a comedian. You could tell me a joke.
I ain't no comedian, but I could say something, probably make you laugh if I want to come up to you and I'm interested.
What would you say?
Oh shit.
A joke.
I would say a joke.
Oh really? It depends. If I come up to her and then something, maybe say her hair.
I'd be like, your mama. And you just laugh.
No, we ain't gonna play that game. We ain't gonna play that game.
You'd be like, quick like that. It'd be something real smart. I'm
That's a
from New York,
fact.
so it's not going to be too sweet. I'm not that sweet.
Well, I know how New York people are. They different. So if my joke don't make you laugh, then maybe it ain't a joke to you.
Well, a joke is a good way to go. So,
Me myself, if I see you on the first time, like I got a quick question. That's it. I'm straightforward with it. If I ask for your number, would I be able to get it? If you tell me no, I'm gonna keep on walking. You have a nice day. Other than that, I gotta ask them. I ain't wasting my breath on you. That's it.
You got asthma?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like
That's
that.
not a joke.
No, it's not a joke. It's serious, but that's the only thing.
I thought we all grew out of asthma at a certain age.
I agree.
Okay. Do you smoke?
I don't smoke weed.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like.
Hey, that's facts though. Like, bro, you too old for this. Ain't nobody trying to run no game on you, dog. I'm not trying to do all that. Listen, bro, I think you attractive. I want your number. What's good with it? You gonna tell a G yes or no, bro? Nobody got time to do all that shit. Trying to do negs and shit. Trying to say the dopest thing that she ain't never heard before. Man, nobody trying to do all of that. No. Listen, you want to rock? Listen, you want me to get the number or no? Can I have it or no? Hey, yo, listen. Can I have your number? Can I have it? Can I have it? Listen, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all that, bro. Listen, shorty, I think you're attractive. I want to get your number, get to know you more. Yes or no? You say no, all right, cool. And look, I appreciate you though. And keep it pushing. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. We good to go. But now I'm gonna stop it right there because I said 3 hours. We at 2:58. I'm gonna stop before 3 minutes, and I got a whole minute left. So look, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. So y'all so I think I'm gonna start doing 7:30 on Wednesdays. 7:30 on Wednesdays. I don't know. I have to see what Bantam Barter say, but we might have to start doing 7:30 on Tuesdays too. But we'll see. We'll have that discussion later. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for kicking it with your boy. Listen, this shit gonna only continue to keep getting bigger. We only gonna continue to keep growing. Listen, if you haven't tapped into the Discord, go and tap into the Discord. The link is in the description. If you haven't tapped into the Patreon, go and tap into the Patreon, become an Earn Not Given member. You might be able to get one of these shirts too. The link is in the description as well. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. I'll holla.